hardwood. Jokic and his crew are locked in and hungry to retake the crown. Two teams, one city, one mission, championship glory. Stay locked in all postseason long as Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan keeps you plugged into every goal, every dunk, every heart-pounding moment from the teams that make this city roar. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, Denver's playoff headquarters.
Everything is getting more expensive. Gas, groceries, and especially rent, which can go up every single year. But as a homeowner, you have a secret weapon. While the world gets pricier, a fixed-rate mortgage stays exactly the same. That stability isn't just peace of mind, it's your family's financial foundation. American Financing understands home ownership creates wealth. Every monthly payment builds equity and stacks your net worth on autopilot. It's how the middle class actually wins the long game. Your home is a flexible asset. You can live in it, rent it out for passive income, or pass it down to your children. Renting gives you none of that. American Financing salary-based mortgage consultants can help you get pre-qualified with no upfront fees. Call American Financing today and get a pre-qualification letter in 24 hours or less. Call them at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000 or online at AmericanFinancing.net. Secure your rate, build your wealth, and get the cash you need. NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. An elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Mark Schlereth here. The Tanner Gun Show is this weekend in Aurora at the Arapahoe County Fairgrounds. Gear up, for gun laws are going to change August 1st. Explore a wide range of firearms, accessories, knives, tactical gear, and ammunition. Tickets at the door or online at TannerGunShow.com.
The biggest savings of the year from the oldest family-owned Toyota dealership in the Denver Metro. Groove Toyota. Limited time. During the over and above sales event. 53 pre-owned vehicles under $15,000. Visit GrooveToyota.com to see the selection. Don't wait. Find your groove with pre-owned vehicles under $15,000 at GrooveToyota.com. Start here. Go anywhere.
Offer expires 5/4/26. Not all will qualify. Restrictions apply. With approved credit, call 720-961-4465 for complete details.
When the Nuggets are knocking down threes, you score too. If Denver hits 15 or more three-pointers, you score a free 28-ounce Gatorade Lower Sugar the very next day at your friendly King Soopers. Gatorade Lower Sugar is scientifically formulated with Gatorade's #1 proven electrolyte blend and has 75% less sugar than Gatorade Thirst Quencher and no artificial flavors, sweeteners, or colors. Big shots deserve next-level hydration. Only at King Soopers.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here, and there's no better time to get your yard looking good, and there's no better way to do it than with Rich Lawn. With the organic-based fertilizer, Rich Lawn Turf Food, you'll get greener grass and build your soil for a beautiful yard. And while you're at it, don't forget to check out Revive to revitalize your lawn for deeper roots and deeper watering. Get Rich Lawn and Revive products at your Home Depot or your local gardening center. With Rich Lawn and Revive products, you'll have your yard ready in no time.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan, powered by the Colorado Lottery. Play on.
Want real Broncos talk? Cecil Lammy and Andrew Mason bring the heat on Orange and Blue Today. The most passionate intelligence and in-depth Broncos coverage in the game. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Hit subscribe at Denver Sports 104.3 and never miss another take. Orange and Blue Today, powered by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
off and rolling. Here on a Friday, April 17th, and this is no ordinary Friday as we are on the doorstep of two teams trying to win championships. What up, Phil?
Woo! What's going on, ZB? Good to have you back, man.
It's good to be back.
I know you've been going through it. I've been going through it, but you've been going through it. You've been holding tall, too, because I left and I had food poisoning on Monday, and you were still dealing with it. So, man, I'm happy you're back. I'm happy that you're feeling a little bit better.
Yeah, feeling better than yesterday.
And we're going to get through this day, man. It's Friday. It's snowing out there, which we need for our lawns.
We
do.
do.
I'm happy.
We do. Yes, bring on the moisture.
Bring it on.
It's been such a dry period of time. So, like, if we got a foot right now, I'd be A-okay with it. Hopefully you guys are doing great. All right. We are entering this period of time that really this is, as well as, well, I shouldn't start cherry picking because I'm being a prisoner of the moment. I was going to say this is my favorite time of year, where NBA playoffs are going on the same time the NHL playoffs are going on.
There's a lot going on.
And the fact that we have two teams here locally that have a chance to go win titles, and the seasons that they just had. I mean, goodness gracious, like we're talking about an Avalanche team that just had the greatest regular season in the history of the team.
Dominant. They look like an all-star team out there, Z.
Yes.
Truly. Like, hats off. Like, I always have to say this, but hats off to Chris McFarland because he was under a lot of pressure and a lot of heat from people for making some moves, such as Mikko, right? Mikko Rantanen having to leave and bringing in Marty Netchis and things like that. And now look at this Avs team. They're ready to go, man. They're locked and loaded. They're healthy. They're deep. They got two goalies that they can rely on.
Crazy.
They got a coach that's been a part of this for a very long time now, and he knows how to win. I mean, it's fun. It's a fun time of year right now.
So and you know what? Little change of plans. Let's just stick with the Avs right now.
You want to go Avs first, all right?
We'll talk about the Nuggets in just a second, okay?
See that Avs.
The matchup is now official, all right? And it's the Kings.
Yes.
What is your confidence level out of 10 here? 10, you are not worried at all. 1, it's a fire alarm.
I'm never going to go 10 because 10, you go 10, that means you're disrespecting the team. The team found a way, and we're talking about the LA Kings right now. The team found a way to get into the postseason. So you're going to always have to put a little respect on their names. Now, with that being said, we should be able to handle business. I'm not looking at it like we can sweep them, but with Z, we could sweep them if they have the right mindset. If the goalies in between the pipe, whether it's Wedgwood or Blackwood, we've been going back and forth. Drew yesterday was arguing with me. He thinks it's going to be Blackwood. I think it's going to be Wedgie still. We're fixing to find out. No matter what, those goalies in between the pipe have to play really good. They have to play clean hockey, see the puck well. So my confidence level, Z, I'm going to say an 8 because this team it's cup or bust. They should not let the Kings, who are struggling offensively, who try to do everything defensively with their goalies as well, or their goalie as well, to stop them. So I'm going to go 8 out of 10. My confidence is still really, really high, and we should be able to finish the Kings off pretty soon.
Ask me.
ZB, out of 10, how are you feeling about the Avs versus LA Kings?
10.
Ooh, I just got that saying you can't be disrespectful.
This is my answer. This is my answer.
What are you doing?
I'm a 10 out of 10, meaning that, and this is what I'm drawing from, because I'm not just puffing my chest out to do it bravado style. If these two teams played 10 series, the Avs are going 10-0. So I'm going a 10 out of 10. Yes, a sweep is in play. If this team, and because the group has just been waiting for this moment, and you are going to get a pent-up Avs team that has been waiting about, I don't know, almost a year.
They have a huge scar, remember.
Massive. And this started on Media Day. This group talking about the unfinished business, this group talking about the hunger that they had, the seriousness and professionalism that this group has had from start to finish. It's been remarkable. It smacks so much of the 2022 team, which is the most professional team that I've ever seen. And I think this team's better. I legitimately think it's even better. And so you're going up against a Kings team, all right, that the last time that they were here in December, they lost 5-2. All right, this is an Avs team that outscored the Kings in 3 different games, 13-5. And I think that, we haven't seen, much like Jokic, and we're going to get to him in a second, we haven't even seen, we're going to get a reminder on Sunday afternoon what this club looks like when they're firing on all cylinders. We haven't seen it in a while.
So you think they have some pent-up anger just sitting there ready to just, unload on the Kings? Like they owe them some money, just slapping them around? Like, I can see that. But damn, 10?
10. I've never been – I feel the same way going into this series as I felt going into the Nashville series in 2022, first round, when after the first period – actually, it was about maybe 13 minutes into the first period, the Avs had scored 4 goals. Los Angeles they do not have the offensive firepower or weaponry to keep up with a team like Colorado. And if you think for a second that they're playing by the Kings rules, what?
But when it comes to these games – you're not looking for the Avs to score 5 goals on them all the time because I feel like when it comes to the Kings, they're going to try to fall back, they're going to clog up the neutral zone, and they're going to play their try to play their brand of hockey, which is slow the pace down and force them to get these greasy goals, the Avs, that is. So, like, I can see a game's going 2 or 3-1, right? They get a lucky goal.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, so you're saying the Kings are not going to score at all?
No, I think on Sunday afternoon they're going to get smiggity smacked. That's what I think. I'm waterfalling alternate lines. -1.5, -2.5, -3.5.
Check his cup.
I'm just telling you. No,
check Zimi's cup.
No, I'm just telling you. This is how I think this is going to go. Because when Los Angeles gets down, say they do get down 2-0.
Yeah, which is what I'm thinking is getting ready to happen.
Yes, they do not have enough. This team is not built to come back. So, again, maybe I'm getting over my skis a little bit, but this is a team that's a playoff team that won 35 games in regulation.
Yeah, that's crazy.
35, 27, and 20. They finished 4th in the Pacific, 8th in the West. I mean, they have 20 overtime losses. That's the most in NHL history. And so I think they're in very, 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 very big trouble. Very big trouble on Sunday afternoon. I cannot wait to see what this, how this unfolds and what this looks like. I can't find a weakness. Like, what's the Avs' weakness? If I were to press you on that, what's the Avs' weakness?
Honestly, I want to say the power play, but that's gotten better over the years since the Olympic break.
Yep.
So the only weakness I guess I could say is none. I can't see. I'm not going to lie and try to make something up. There is no weakness.
If there was one, it would be the power play.
It would be the power play. But even then, they have enough power to get through the power play. All right, Netchis. You put Netchis on the left circle. He's going to go ham on somebody. All right, you put Nate Dogg in his home place on the left circle. He's going to score his goals, right? You got Kale back as the quarterback. Like, I mean, come on now. Like, it's maybe their weakness, but against the Kings, it's still a strength. And with the Kings, ranking 30th in the penalty kill.
Correct.
I mean, come on, Z.
Dude, they on special teams, 5-on-5, there's no one better than the Avs, right?
Hands down. Like, the Avs dominate.
But look to the power play. Look to special teams. The Kings' power play is behind the Avs. All right? They rank 28th in the power play. On the penalty kill, you just said it. But I'll repeat it. They rank 30th. All right? The Avs are the number 1 scoring team in the NHL. The Kings rank 29th in the same category. And I just think that the way that this group is going to be able to come at people in waves. I mean, they're so deep. The fourth line for the last 2 weeks has been like the best line. They are going to just come at you in waves, just relentless waves, the way that they had in 2022. And they haven't had quite the same depth and firepower and goaltending. Like this group, I can't find a meaningful, and I'm talking about specifically for this round, for this matchup, I can't find a meaningful thing to point to where it's like, man, that could cost them. Now, it could. Maybe they don't have the right approach. Freaky stuff happens. Puck luck. Maybe,
See, the only thing I can see if something goes wrong with the Avs and they lose, it's because of the health, which this team, the Avs, is very healthy.
They're healthy?
Right now. Very healthy. So I don't see this team losing. There is no way that the Colorado Avalanche are losing this series. So when we talk about this, it's because of who they're playing, the Kings. They need to try to figure out how to finish this series as fast as possible so they can get ready for that next round. I do believe it's going to be the Dallas Stars. All right, it's just like, hey, it's fate have it. You're going to play the Dallas Stars.
Sure.
Some people think it's going to be the Wild. I don't know. It could be. But no matter what, round 2, that's going to be a dogfight. And you got to have everybody healthy for that.
Well, I can't wait to see how this unfolds. And I think over the next 10 days, and I don't think it's going to go longer than that, it's going to be a display of dominance.
10 out of 10.
And they're going to send Kopitar into retirement with a skate in his ass.
Damn. That's going to hurt.
All kind of slices.
All right. How are we feeling about the other tenant of Ball Arena? We're less than 24 hours away from tip-off between the Nuggets and their biggest rivals of this era. We'll take a head-first dive into that matchup coming up next.
Start the clock. The Denver Broncos traded their first-round pick, but they could surprise us all and trade their way back into day one action. Join us at the Sportsbook Bar and Grill in Parker Thursday, April 23rd for the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan Draft Party, presented by Carrier Colorado. Zach By and Phillip Lindsay will broadcast live starting at 2 p.m. Brandon Stokely and Mark Schlereth join the action at 4. Then John Davis, Cecil Lammey, and NFL insider James Palmer take you through every first-round pick. We'll see you there. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Hey, it's Mike Evans, and if you missed the filing deadline again, or maybe you haven't filed in a while, the consequences can be substantial, and the penalties, huge. After 5 months, you'll owe late filing penalties of 25%, not to mention interest. The recent IRS tactics include prosecuting more non-filers, sometimes even criminally. Don't gamble with the IRS, it's just not worth it. You can avoid the stress and worry of not filing your taxes simply by calling the people I trust, and that's Advanced Tax Solutions. I've personally talked with clients who've been helped by Todd Whalen. They can get your taxes filed and provide a number of solutions to get you off the IRS's radar. You will feel relief and peace of mind as soon as you talk with the experts. So call the professionals I trust at Advanced Tax Solutions. 303-753-6040 or visit advancedtaxsolutions.com.
A multi-billion-dollar settlement is paying claims for up to 21 years. If you were exposed to weed killers at work or at home, your rights are affected. If you or your family has or had non-Hodgkin lymphoma, you could receive $6,000 to $165,000 or more. This settlement impacts you even if you're not sick, because this blood cancer can take 10 to 15 years to appear. If you stay in the settlement, you give up your right to sue. Learn more at weedkillerclass.com or call 888-403-8201. Paid for by the Roundup Settlement.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
For many of us, it's happened before. Your hair is thinning, crowns disappearing. Maybe the hair loss has you feeling your identity is lost altogether. The solution that worked for me, it's an incredible yet simple one-day treatment that starts growing your own natural hair the very next day. And it's guaranteed to grow for life. It's the Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair. We've all seen the pills and lotions that come with monthly subscriptions. They help retain what you have, but what if you want your own natural hair permanently in specific areas? From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to world-class Dr. Tanya Paul's, it's not maybe your hair will regrow, it's guaranteed that your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. It's why Advanced Hair is the winner of Westward's Best of Denver. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts, call 720-459-HAIR. That's 720-459-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
This is the sound of Claire, cooking dinner at home. And that's the sound of a fraud alert from Wells Fargo, flagging a charge for a pricey restaurant in Paris. Considering Claire isn't in Paris right now, that seemed odd. To the bank and to Claire. 2 taps later, Claire says nope to the charge, and Wells Fargo is on the case. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach here for 50-80 Exteriors. Have you heard of something called WUI compliance or Wildland Urban Interface? It's a new statewide standard in Colorado. Starting this year, every home will be assigned a fire risk category. Some building departments will begin enforcing WUI rules, so your next siding, decking, roofing, or window project may come with new requirements. Call 5280 Exteriors today, and they'll walk you through the updates, help you stay compliant, and find out what zone you're in. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Hey, Broncos country, I'm Terrell Davis, and I'm here with Donnie, owner of the Fitness Gallery. There is nothing more important than your health. That's why I made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer. Work out on your schedule from the privacy of your own home. I have a true treadmill at home. It's the smoothest and quietest I've ever been on.
You're ready to make fitness fit your schedule. Don't wait. Secure pre-tariff pricing today.
You never regret buying quality. Visit Colorado's largest fitness store, Fitness Gallery, and get started on your goals today.
I lost 60 pounds with soda weight loss a few years ago, and it changed my life. I look and feel 10 years younger. I'm moving better. I got my confidence back. You want your confidence back? Go to the website, sodadietandnutrition.com, or call them up, 1-866-800-SODA. And soda weight loss is incredible because it's knowing how to eat, what to eat, and when to eat. It's working with a real nutritionist. It's having a plan in place to lose the weight naturally and change your life. Online, sodadietandnutrition.com or 1-866-800-SODA. Soda weight loss is state of the art.
Unlock the savings at Boost Mobile. Get unlimited wireless for $25 a month forever and keep your phone. Unlock the savings at boostmobile.com/unlock. Restrictions apply. Info at boostmobile.com.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on ESPN Denver 1600, play-in basketball action continues as Charlotte faces Orlando, followed immediately by Golden State and Phoenix starting at 5. Saturday on The Fan, first-round playoff basketball action kicks off as LA faces Houston starting at 6. Then Sunday on The Fan, baseball action continues as Atlanta faces Philadelphia starting at 5.
Presented by Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
You're listening to The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
How are we feeling? Less than 24 hours.
Feeling like a baller.
Better way, yeah.
Keep
Fowler.
Hey.
What it's Fowler.
Let's go. Go, kids. Actually, Jokic was wearing a do-rag. You know, Payton Lawson took a picture of Jokic wearing a do-rag today, man.
I did not see that.
My man's feeling like a gangster today.
Well, there's that meme that people have had of Jokic forever where he's wearing the do-rag, he's got the cigarette coming out of his mouth, and he's like, saying whatever he wants to say at that time. People, workshopping the words, but that's hilarious. I got to see that. Jokic wearing a do-rag.
Yeah, I'll bring it up.
Looking like a 15-year-old ZB trying to get waves in my hair.
Oh
my gosh.
Jokic is just ready, man. He's ready. He's looking slim. He's looking fit. He's well rested now. Everybody around him is well rested.
So
doing their part.
Because we had the conversation the other day, and I forget if it was off the air or on the air, the amount of weight that Jokic has lost here in the last 3 weeks.
No, so we didn't talk about it on air. We talked about it off air. So
okay.
Let's go ahead and talk about it.
It looks like he lost 30 pounds.
It does. It does. And you know what? You know when it shows? It shows when they wear all black. All right, before Jokic got hurt, they had a game, and I forgot the game that they were playing, but they were wearing all black, and I came in and I commented on it, and actually you commented on it too, saying Jokic looks really good. He's
slim, clearly lost weight.
Then he got bigger, of course, sitting there with the bone bruise, likes his liquor.
I'm talking about post-injury. He looks like he's 25 pounds lighter.
He shed all that weight again.
So I don't know what he cut out. I don't know if it's something in his diet. I don't know if he cut back on the drinking or whatever, but he has clearly lost weight. This man, and we talked about it, he's kind of been in cruise control, Phil. He's kind of been in cruise control for, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks, really since coming back after that bone bruise.
Well, damn, cruise control and that man looks like that?
I know, and that's the thing. It's like a lot of times, and I say this about Jokic sometimes, I say, hey, you can't just box score watch, because sometimes the box score indicates that he played really well. But if you watch the game knowing his standard that he sets for himself for us to judge him by, he didn't play well. And so it's not just about the counting stats. I just believe that this dude is about to be legendary here over the next couple weeks in this series specifically. I think we're going to see the best of that man, and the best of that man is is to say that we're going to see some of the greatest basketball that's ever been played here.
I was going to say, the man is so great that every time he steps on the court, he's making some type of history. So going into this series, what type of version do we need to see from Jokic? Like, he's going to get the points. All right, but, like, what else do you want to see from Jokic in this series against the Wolves?
I would say, I know you said we're going to get the scoring, but and I do believe we're going to get some nights where, like, Jokic is going to go for 45 points, at least a night like that. But Chris Finch in 2024, the head coach of the Timberwolves, I think they were okay with him scoring. And if you look at the games, and I'm going to pull it up here just to double check and make sure my memory isn't letting me down here.
It was the game plan. I mean, it was the game plan I felt like on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, where the Wolves just said, you know what, let Jokic beat us.
Yes.
Let him go for his 50 points.
Yes.
We'll find a way to stop Jamal. We'll find a way to stop, the supporting cast, and we'll win the game. And Jokic had something else up his sleeve where he was able to get to 56 points in that triple-double.
He has a 56-point triple-double. But oftentimes, and this is not just specific to Chris Finch, there has been a strategy deployed that let Jokic score 40. And we're okay with giving that up. Let everyone else try to beat us. And again, historically, that has been a prudent strategy because if you look at some of his highest scoring games that he's ever had, notwithstanding the Christmas Day game, they've often been in losses. And so I don't know what the game plan is going to be from Minnesota's standpoint. No one does, and we're going to see a bunch of different stuff thrown at him. But I would say, like, what do I want to see from Jokic? Just about everything. Just about everything.
Just being himself.
Huh? Yeah. Be a distributor, right? If they try to funnel you into just being a scorer, obviously you have to take what they give you. But at the same time, be a distributor. I want to see a more active defender, and I do think we will. If there's one thing that maybe I want to see that we haven't seen through the regular season is an active defender. Jokic is a different kind of defender. Obviously, he's not a shot blocker. He's not a traditional rim defender, but he's so massive, and he takes up so much space, and he can clog lanes, and he's got some of the best hands that I've ever seen a big man have. Maybe the best hands I've ever seen a big man have.
They're soft, too, you said. You always talk about the hands being soft.
Well, he's got the softest touch I've ever seen a basketball player have.
There you go.
Like, ever. Like, full stop, especially for someone of his size. So I would say that. If there was something I want to see that I haven't necessarily seen on a regular basis, it's being a more present and active defender.
See, I want to go the other way in the sense of I want to see Jokic just play basketball. I don't want him to focus on the referees. I don't want him to focus on getting frustrated because they're going to be hacking him and they're going to be scratching at him.
Yeah.
And maybe they call a couple ticky-tack fouls defensively. I don't want Jokic to get out of his game and start talking to the refs. And every time Jokic takes a shot, he's looking at the ref saying, what are you doing? Like, just play basketball, because we know that there's going to be times where things are not going to go your way. This is where you have to be able to look at the man to the left and the right of you and let them do their job as well. But as long as Jokic is in tune, he's focused, he's locked in, the Wolves can't beat him. The Wolves can't stop him. So just go into this game knowing that you have to be the best version of yourself. You have to stay focused, stay calm throughout this game. You're going to have to weather the storm at times, but don't be a crybaby. I have to tell Jokic that. Jokic probably punched me out. Don't be that crybaby, man, and just try to do your part.
Well, I think you're going to see a more focused Jokic in that department specifically. Obviously, that's been an issue throughout the year. We know that it has. But going back to that 24 season where the Nuggets were beaten at Game 7. So there's 7 games, right? There's 7 games in the series. Guess how many times Jokic had double-digit assists?
Double-digit assists. Let's go 4 of those games.
1.
What?
So this is why I wanted to bring this up, because one of the first things that I said, we said, what do you want to see from Jokic? Offensively, it's continue to be a distributor.
Yeah.
Because they really do tempt him and just funnel him as a scorer. And obviously what makes Jokic is he's so much more than that. But it's not a coincidence that 7 games were played, and 6 of the 7 games played in a series that you lost, Jokic had single-digit assists. That is so unusual. There was a game where he had 2 assists. And so, like, it needs to be a diversified Jokic. And I think that we will see that. This group, I think, has won some trust back down the back stretch of the season with wins over playoff teams like Portland and San Antonio. And so there's so much more to get into this, and we will do exactly that at the top of the hour. But, man, the game tomorrow is massive, right? Like, you can start to right or wrong. Like, as much as the Avs, we've been waiting for a year for them to get back to this point after one of the worst gut punch losses in the history of the team, you could say the exact same thing for the Denver Nuggets. In my opinion, talked about this on whenever Will was in here, Monday, I think. That I made the case that it's the worst loss in the history of the franchise.
Hands down. I mean, you get blown out in Game 6 if you're the Denver Nuggets.
Lost by 45.
Right? 45 points. And then you turn around, you're smacking the Wolves, you're up by 20, then you find a way to lose that game in Game 7. All right, that's a major meltdown. And a lot of times teams will blow up the roster because of that. And so now you have a chance to get right. You have a chance to get your get back. All right, home court. You got to start fast. You got to finish strong. But it starts with starting fast, establishing yourself. Jokic doing his part. Jamal Murray, who has had his best year yet, needs to establish himself early, and you go from there.
And if you get up on these guys, and use the same word I used with you on Tuesday, I think this team is combustible in Minnesota.
Front runners.
I think it's a combustible situation. And so if you get up on them and they're not front running, I think things could get dicey in Minnesota. And we can talk about more of that in more expanded form once we circle back at the top of the hour. All right. In the meantime, did George Payton give a bit of a warning yesterday in what to expect in the NFL draft that is less than 1 week away? We'll get to it next.
A franchise record. 121 points. The Colorado Avalanche didn't just finish the season strong. They made history. Score! Now the road to the Stanley Cup begins. Game 1. Stanley Cup playoffs. Avalanche versus the Kings. Sunday. The chase for Lord Stanley begins. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
What is going on, fellas? Happy Friday. And the weather outside is frightful. And you know what? This is a time for you to get close with your significant other, get cozy, want to do a little bit of boom, bam, bada boom, bam. But if you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, otherwise known as ED, all right, it's an intimacy destroyer, and you know that. And research out there shows that men can draw away from their partners when ED affects their sex life. The conditions can cause stress, anxiety, depression, and even worse. A man's partner can blame themselves when ED becomes a problem. But I'm here to tell you that my friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic are here, and their treatments work when the pills and the herbals fail you. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%, and some of their treatments can have you last an hour or even more if you have that much stamina. All you need to do is schedule a consult with Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic today. Your initial visit is only $99, and this will include a medical consult with a Colorado licensed medical provider, a TMPSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And here's the thing, gentlemen, if the test dose does not work in the office, the visit is free. They also have 5 locations out there to serve you as well, so there are no excuses. Go get treated. You can go to Fort Collins, North Denver, Central Denver, Castle Rock, and Colorado Springs. So give them a call today at 720-440-7900 or visit RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. That's RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
When disaster hits your home, it's game time. Water in the basement, fire damage, mold creeping in? Don't sit on the sidelines. Call Able. Able Restoration is your first round draft pick for emergency response, mitigation, and full rebuild. We move fast, protect your property, and fight for you with insurance start to finish. This isn't practice, this is your home. And when it's time to step up and protect what matters most, bring Able to the table. Call 303-590-5600. Go Able.
Bring Able to the table.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here. In a world where dealerships come and go, one name has stood the test of time. Bozarth and Celebration Chevrolet, proudly serving Colorado since 1987 as the longest owned Chevy dealer in the state. From a huge selection of new Chevys to quality pre-owned vehicles, plus a team committed to treating you right, it's no wonder generations of Colorado drivers keep coming back. To see all the specials, visit BozarthAuto.com today. Again, that's BozarthAuto.com. Bozarth and Celebration Chevrolet. Experience you trust, service you deserve since 1987.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Got to figure figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Are you looking for the perfect engagement ring? Hi, I'm Scott Matthew with Matthew's Fine Watches and Jewelry. We have a great selection to choose from. If you're looking for that one-of-a-kind custom ring, our associates will take the time with you to design that ring that she will love, and her friends will go crazy over. At Matthews, when you purchase your ring and Centerstone, you'll receive 20% off your wedding bands. Make the right choice. Come to Matthews and save.
Matthews Fine Watches and Jewelry, located in the Highlands Ranch Town Center or online at MatthewsFineWatches.com.
Brenda Stokely from my friends at Roller Auction, leader in Colorado auctions for over 40 years. They conduct over 150 auctions every year, selling tens of thousands of items at the price you set. Auctions are held regularly for Colorado government agencies, and they always have big-ticket items at great prices. That's why I love Roller Auction. And almost all bidding is conducted online in real time, and it's open to the public. Anyone can participate. Check back regularly. New auctions are added weekly. Be the first to know about new auctions available for bidding when you sign up for email notifications. Go to rollerauction.com/thefan.
Listen up, Denver. This hour's keyword is offside. OFFSIDE. Text offside to 303-713-1043 right now, and you could win a $50 Dick's Sporting Goods gift card and qualify for the $1,000 grand prize. That's offside to 303-713-1043.
By texting, you agree to receive an automated marketing message from Denver Sports 1043 The Fan. Message and data rates may apply. For complete rules or to enter the keyword online, visit www.denversports.com/keyword.
It's The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 1043 The Fan.
Did George Payton give a bit of a warning yesterday in what to expect in the NFL draft that is less than 1 week away?
Is George focused, or is he focused on maybe the playoffs between the Avs and the Nuggets getting ready to go down, knowing they don't have a first-round draft pick?
Well, it is a bit different of a year.
It is.
And we've as quote unquote Bronco country been here before, right? Like,
it's been a long time. Feeling this way.
No, I don't think so. They had no first-round pick when they traded for Sean Payton.
I guess
no
when I say
picks.
like a long time feeling this way is like, I think we all feel at peace and at ease, even now because of how well the Denver Broncos are put together, right? You're not really worried about the draft. You're excited to see what type of players are going to be a part of this team and help this team out in the future. But it's not like, oh, we got to have this first-round draft pick. We got to get a quarterback. We got to get a pass rusher. We got to get a running back. Like, no, you don't have to get any of them. You want them. It's a luxury. I guess that's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't think there's enough, like, a big sense of urgency of, like, everybody nervous of who are we getting ready to pick up.
Yeah, and I remember saying to you on Tuesday or Wednesday, like, the Broncos aren't looking for a game changer. They're not. It's not like, hey, can Bradley Chubb come be Von Miller 2.0 or can Jerry Jeudy, it's just not like that. There was no first-round pick in 2022. There was no first-round pick in 2023. I guess I'm a little bit confused. If you guys can help me out, I'm getting caught here. So they traded a first-round pick for Sean Payton.
Yep.
Right? And they traded 2 first-round picks for Russell Wilson. Is that right? It was definitely 2 first-round picks for Russ.
So they got 3 right there.
But why is there only 2 years that they didn't have a first-round pick?
I believe they got one from the Dolphins in the trade.
Oh, the Bradley Chubb.
Chubb.
Yes, good memory. That's what it was. Okay, I'm like, wait, aren't we missing a gap year here? So George Payton and Sean Payton spoke yesterday, and I'm sure you guys covered this when you were hanging out with John Davis, right?
A little bit. A little bit.
And shout out John for filling in.
JD did a great job, man, coming in here and doing his part, knowing that you were down bad, man. You were down and out.
Yes. So thank you to him. So George Payton yesterday, talking about taking the best player available. Listen to George.
When you're trying to build your roster, you just want the best players, and we are deep in the secondary, but you always want to build. You want to build on a strength if possible. I think you're asking, if best player available. I think you're getting there, and we're always going to take the best player available within reason. If there's a couple DBs there, and there's other players maybe are a bigger need, we would go that way. But you always want to build on a strength. I think we've done that since we've arrived, and it's worked.
All right, so I actually believe him. And I know this is a season of lies and subterfuge, and they look over here or whatever.
You believe him even if it's another DB?
Even if it's another DB.
Oh, come on, Z.
And I know people are going to bristle at that. Is Riley Moss under contract beyond the season?
No, he's getting contract year.
Is J-Mac under contract beyond the season?
Contract year.
So,
and you assume they'll get one done with at least one of them.
You would think, right?
You would think.
But do I think they're going to draft a DB? No, I don't. But there are positions that I think that people are not going to like. I think that a lot of the conversations that I hear, not that I've heard them all, but a lot of them are sexy positions and not offensive line and not defensive line. I'm here to tell you, man, I think you could flip a coin, and I think 50% likelihood that it's either going to be in one of the trenches. If you listen to these guys from the past, They feed the trenches. That's a quote over and over again from George Payton.
And that's what Sean has done as well. I mean, the first guy he went after was it McGlinchey or Ben Powers? I want to say it was Ben Powers.
It was both of them in the first wave of free agency.
So it's like, hey, we need an offensive line and a defensive line, and then the rest will come. And I love it. And we both agree with that. There's one thing we agree on is the trenches. So,
yes.
Okay, offensive line, defensive line, but also, Z, you could go for an outside linebacker. That's not going to hurt you with Justin Sternad, who hasn't shown to be a true starter in this league just yet, and Alex Singleton, who's aging. So that'd be another great position to go
inside linebacker.
Inside linebacker, to go with. So I'd be okay with that. Defensive tackle is another one because of John Franklin Myers being out. But offensive line, even if you go O-line, Z, I would still bristle at that just because you don't need him just right now. Like, you still need some of these guys just in case somebody gets banged up.
But who do you need right now?
You need a running back because J.K. hasn't stayed healthy for a full season yet. Now, you don't need to get him in the second round, I guess, if that's what you want to ask. But you need a running back because, the last time J.K. Dobbins stayed healthy will be the first.
Yeah, the next time.
The next time.
Here is George Payton talking about that second-round pick specifically yesterday.
Mike, I think it's case by case. That's kind of been, we typically, we like to draft high trait players and maybe they're not, they lack maybe a little polish and it's going to take some development. And we've done a great job with the coaches in developing these type of players. We took Quinn Meinerz when he started his first year, maybe wasn't quite ready. Sure, we'd like someone to come in and start right away, but that's not always realistic for first, second, no matter where they're picked. And it's just hard. And with the way our team's built now, it's going to be hard to come in and start day one.
It reminds me of our segment from Wednesday, or maybe it was Tuesday. What is the positional pathway, the best positional pathway for this second round pick to start? And we went through position by position. And there's a bit of a roadblock at every single position. It's going to be really difficult for this pick in the 60s to start for the Denver Broncos. And if I had to bet right now, this second round pick that comes 1 week from today will not be starting for the Denver Broncos. And I think that's the healthiest thing that you could actually say.
Oh, hands down. I mean, that's great for everybody. One, you don't have to force a rookie to go in there and deal with a bunch of rookie mistakes right off the bat. All right, second, for that rookie, man, you get to learn from some great vets. You don't have to feel like there's a lot of pressure put on you every time that you strap that helmet up to go out there. And it's like, damn, if I make a mistake, everybody's looking at me. I may be the reason why we lose this game. Like, no, you just sit back, relax, watch the guy in front of you, mimic him, get better, stack your money that first year, and then be ready to play. It's like a redshirt year. Be ready to play in that next year.
Yeah, and point to Jahdae Barron for example A of how this could go. All right, who is under the most pressure as they begin a journey to a championship? That's coming up next.
Get ready, Broncos country. This is the event you've been waiting for. Join Peyton Manning, Emmanuel Sanders, Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware, Aqib Talib, TJ Ward, and Coach Gary Kubiak as they reunite to relive their legendary Super Bowl 50 run. It's Night of Champions, a live, unforgettable show packed with stories, memories, and a behind-the-scenes look at one of the greatest seasons in NFL history. And Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan wants you to be there. Enter now for your chance to win a 4-pack of tickets at DenverSports.com/champions. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime night with the heroes of Super Bowl 50.
Stoker for my team, ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Through April, when you install a new cold climate heat pump system with my team at ROX, you get a free whole home water filtration system. How about that? Cleaner air, cleaner water. That's a winning combination. Upgrade your home's comfort and take advantage of this huge offer while it lasts, but only from my team, ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair, ROX Rocks Heating and Air.
Jacob's Law, 303 Law 4040. Really proud of this case that we just settled. There was a young man very seriously injured. In fact, I had to go to the hospital and meet with him and his family. And we checked with the insurance companies while I was at the hospital, and they claimed no insurance coverage on either side. And on top of that, he had no medical insurance. So he was going to be facing about $400,000 in medical bills. And I said to the family, I said, I cannot make you any promises, but I know no other lawyer is going to touch this case because the insurance companies say they won't pay. But I want to try. Let me at least try. And I put my team at 303 Law 4040 on it, and they found $75,000 in insurance coverage that the insurance companies did not want to pay. So not only did we get them $75,000, but we also found a way to get them on Medicaid. So the $400,000 in bills was covered by medical insurance as well. We were proud. We fought for them. We'll fight just as hard for you if you ever need us. The number's 303 Law 4040. Go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need us. It's 303 Law 4040.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. And if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more. Getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Cecil Lammy here for my friends at WindowNation.com. Listen, in Colorado, we get different types of weather all the time. So whether your cold air is escaping or your warm air is escaping, your windows are likely to blame. And getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation is easy and affordable. And during the more you buy, the more you save sale, you could save up to 50% off. Plus, you could get them with 0 interest for 5 years. During these uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. So visit WindowNation.com now to book a consultation.
The biggest savings of the year from the oldest family-owned Toyota dealership in the Denver Metro. Groove Toyota. Limited time. During the over and above sales event, 53 pre-owned vehicles under $15,000. Visit GrooveToyota.com to see the selection. Don't wait. Find your groove with pre-owned vehicles under $15,000 at GrooveToyota.com. Start here. Go anywhere.
Offer expires 5/4/26. Not all will qualify. Restrictions apply. With approved credit, call 720-961-4465 for complete details.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/groundadvantage to learn more.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
What's going on, everybody? Phillip Lindsay here. And I've learned to grind through injuries and keep moving forward. But now that grind is becoming a breakdown. If you're ignoring joint pain, you're just waiting for a surgery you don't want. At Regenerex, they use your body's own biology, like stem cells, PRP, shockwave therapy, to repair the damage and get you back in the game. They focus on regenerating the joints, not just masking the symptoms. So you need to give my guys over at Regenerex a call today and schedule a free consultation. The number is 303-630-9770 or visit regenerex.co.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Regen RX. It's The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on ESPN Denver 1600, play-in basketball action continues as Charlotte faces Orlando, followed immediately by Golden State and Phoenix starting at 5. Saturday on The Fan, first-round playoff basketball action kicks off as LA faces Houston starting at 6. Then Sunday on The Fan, baseball action continues as Atlanta faces Philadelphia starting at 5.
Presented by Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
Leading off with a big story of the day, here's The Drive with Zach By and Denver, Colorado's own Phillip Lindsay.
1 hour in the books. Quicker than a New York minute. Hanging out with you on the doorstep before the NHL and NBA playoffs start, where both teams here in Denver have aspirations to win it all.
Let's go! You know what, Z? There's some teams that are in this that know they're not going to go far. But you're there to be there, right?
Oh, yeah, and gain the experience as well.
Exactly. And it's a good feeling to be there, but it's also a bad feeling knowing that you're just there. All right, when it comes to the Nuggets and the Avs, it's not just about getting here. They've been here. They know that the only way people are going to be satisfied is if they finish it off and win a championship. And that might not be for some of these other teams.
Sure.
The Spurs get beat. You're like, okay, you got that experience. Wemby is going to be better next year. Detroit gets beat. All right, Cade Cunningham, you're getting that experience. You're going to be here next year. The Nuggets and Avs get beat. We're sitting here talking about, do we blow it up? Do we blow the rosters up because it just didn't work out? That's where we are with the Nuggets and the Avs now.
And certainly, should each respective team not get it done, the window just closes just a little bit further.
Yes.
And it was Nathan McKinnon a year ago who said they haven't started rebuilding yet. And he threw that, and he enunciated it in such a way at the end, like he really wanted to they haven't started rebuilding yet. Damn.
He knows time is ticking.
He knows. Who is, I want to throw this out to the RamosLaw.com text line, 303-713-1043. Who is under the single most pressure between the Nuggets and Avs heading into the playoffs this weekend?
I'm interested in seeing what you're going to say. I went back and forth on this one. I think that we could sit here and say the Avs, but Z, I'm going with the Denver Nuggets.
Really?
I am, and here's why. All right. When you're dealing with the Denver Nuggets, there's so much more pressure. You have to maximize Jokic's prime. The man is 31 years old, has one championship. All right, just one. He has a chance to have a couple more because of having Jamal Murray there, having some of these guys. But the thing about that is, all right, because of salary cap limitations and things like, let's just say Cam Johnson, his contract's coming up. What do you do with that? You just paid CB. But guess what? Peyton Watson's sitting right there playing the best basketball of his career before he got hurt. What does that look like? I don't know if you can pay everybody. All right, the window at some point starts to close, as we know. All right, you move, guys keep coming and going. All right, the depth pieces. We talked about someone like Tim Hardaway Jr. He may not be here next year because he outplayed his contract. All right, Brucey B's another one. Do you bring him back? He's been really good, but hey, do you bring somebody like that back? So it's there's a bunch of questions going forward if you don't get to the promised land this next year or this year, because there is no next year. We can't think like that when you have Jokic sitting right here doing what he's doing. On top of that, the Denver Nuggets decided, hey, and Josh Kroenke decided we're going to go with David Adelman. All right, an inexperienced head coach. he's been a part of this, but he has been inexperienced when it comes to being a head coach in Jokic's prime. There's a lot of pressure put on David Adelman and the Denver Nuggets just because of that. In Jokic's prime, you decide to go with a guy who has never done it before, you better go out there and win. That's my take, Z. There's a lot of pressure on the Denver Nuggets.
All right, so you took it in a different direction that I had in my head, but I didn't want to interrupt you because that was a good case for the Nuggets.
Damn!
Now, I completely disagree, but you made a good little argument.
There's pressure right there.
No, both teams are under pressure. Like, we know that. Both teams are under pressure. And when you have a superstar that is getting into their 30s, it only increases that pressure. But you could also say the same thing for the Rocket Richard winner as well. And the guy who I believe is going to win the Hart Trophy, he's now into his 30s as well in terms of Nathan McKinnon. I think it's the Avs. But how I had it in my head, I was thinking about an individual.
Okay.
I was thinking about an individual. What individual is under the most pressure? We can have that a conversation separately. I know
you got to add a little detail when you asking me some questions, Z.
Well, you're right.
I was ready for this.
So, no, but that was good. Well, let me just, while we're right here, I think it's the Avalanche. Because if you were going to do it just between the two teams, the Avs are favored to do this. The Avs have the status within the sport right now that the Oklahoma City Thunder currently have.
Yeah.
This is, let's just say this out loud. After last night, this is the greatest regular season Avs team ever. This is the President's Trophy winner. This is a team that won more road games than any team in the history of the Colorado Avalanche, which is like a blue blood hockey organization with 3 Stanley Cups. And so you could make an argument of any team that they've ever had, this one is the most loaded. It's just the 4th time ever that you've had 2 different players go for 100 points or more. This is the Rocket Richard winner. This is obviously I said the President's Trophy winner. Last night it became crystal clear that they're the Jennings winner of giving up the least amount of goals by a mile. By the way, by a mile. I think the Seattle would have had to score 24 goals last night for them not to get the Jennings. So there's no weakness, and the path goes through them.
Yeah.
Where the the Nuggets path goes through San Antonio and the Thunder if they get past the team that knocked them out in 2024. So I think it's the Avs, but you made a good argument. There's pressure on both, obviously. We're sort of splitting hairs here.
They're identical, it seems like. It's crazy.
Because in your defense of the Nuggets, why they're under more pressure, I think that it's fair to say in basketball, like, when you have one of the 10 greatest players to ever play, you need to walk away with multiple championships, and that is now the conversation with Jokic. Is this guy one of the 10 best players to ever play? You know, he certainly, if you have a working, well, I shouldn't insult, if you know the history of the game and you look at his accomplishments, like, he's clearly a top 15 player.
Yes.
And now he's, like, on the block of, like, could he pass, like, someone like Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon? Like, these are the gods of the game, if you will. And so there's inherent pressure that comes with that, because in basketball, only 5 people play at one time. And when you have a top 15 player of all time, you have to walk away with multiple championships.
And now you have an all-star alongside you with Jamal Murray.
Sure.
Right? So, like, now for people, they can't say, well, he doesn't even have an all-star. Now, of course, there's a couple of things Jokic still doesn't have to help him out. But he has Jamal Murray playing at a high level.
Yeah.
So we at least we disagree on that. Now you want to go the route of
and here's what I'll say too, and not to interrupt.
Oh, go ahead.
But Phil, which one of these teams, if they don't win the championship, would it be an absolute failure?
It would have to. Like,
I think the Avs check that box.
I'm not even going to argue with your pushback. The Avs do check the box because of what they did, what Chris McFarland did. He went out there, he blew up some of the pieces, he added more pieces. This team has been rolling all year long. They got the experience. They have the experience with the head coach. Like, there's no excuse.
There's no excuse. There's no excuse. The Avs have to go do this, and I think they're going to. I have supreme confidence. But if we were going to reduce it down to an individual, for me, it has got to be, in terms of the most pressure, it's got to be Jared Bednar.
Ooh.
It's got to be. It's got to be. You're the 4th team in NHL history that has won 50 or more games in 4 to 5 years. Each of the previous 3 went to multiple Stanley Cup finals. Some won multiple cups. Some didn't, of the 3. But you have to at least get back to the Stanley Cup finals. And if they don't, and you have this golden era of Avalanche hockey, and you made it out of the second round once in 9 years, I love Jared Bednar. I hold him in the highest regard. But in my humble opinion, you would not be able to proceed with confidence with Jared Bednar if this group that has everything at his disposal can't get it done. So I think if there's a certain individual, and we've had these conversations in the past.
But it's real. It's here now.
It's here right now.
Yeah, you lose, it's going to be bad for you.
And so, like, there's a fork in the road with Jared Bednar. If you go win the championship, you can make an argument that he's among the greatest coaches that have ever coached in Denver sports history. Multiple championships, joining Shanny. If you don't, I think his time here in Denver has to come to a close. And that is real pressure. With Adelman, and I'm not saying that Adelman's just...
I'm on the other side. I think you're talking about Adelman. I think it's Adelman that has the most pressure put on him.
But I don't think Adelman's losing his job if they don't get it done.
The only reason why he wouldn't lose his job is because he's cheap.
Correct.
Because right now, if you have Jokic and actually this team who's really, really good. All right, when it comes to 55 wins, 54 wins? Was it 54 wins this year?
I'll double check, but yes,
all
something
right,
like that.
Offensively, they're number 1.
Yes.
All right, they have Jokic playing the best basketball of his life.
Well,
Jamal Murray.
Both offenses are number 1. Isn't that crazy?
I'm over here trying to defend.
Bro, the Nuggets have the number 1 offense in the NBA, and the Avs have the number 1 offense in the NHL. It's another mirror. It's another reflection of these two teams.
It is. We're going to pretend like the Avs got number 2, all right? It's the Denver Nuggets have the number 1 offense right now, all right, with the best player in the world. David Adelman has to be at his best. What did you just say earlier? Everybody has to be great.
Yes,
and the one thing
greatness,
that can stop the Nuggets from winning it all could be the coach. All right, could be David Adelman making a couple mistakes. Maybe he doesn't call a timeout. Maybe he doesn't challenge the right play. All right, maybe he doesn't have the right inbound play.
Sure.
I think a lot of pressure is put on David Adelman because if it's not now, then when? The Spurs are getting better. All right, Thunder are not going anywhere. Don't they have a lottery pick?
Bro, if Golden State wins tonight, the Oklahoma City Thunder will have the 11th lottery selection. Now again,
come on.
Doesn't mean they have the 11th pick. They have the 11th ranking. And by the way, do you know who had the 11th ranking last year?
Them?
No. Dallas. And they went up to the number 1 pick in the draft. No, seriously. Could you imagine? And by the way, you know the last time Oklahoma City had the 11th ranking lottery?
When?
They drafted Jalen Williams, who's an all-NBA player. So, imagine the scenario. If Oklahoma City somehow, with that 11th lottery ranking, when they actually do the lottery, what if they get a top 5 pick? They absolutely could. This smacks of James Worthy going to the Lakers.
I'd be so mad.
In the it was the late 1970s. I think Cleveland did a deal with the Lakers. And this is why you can't trade out into the future anymore with your picks, is because Cleveland traded a pick out 5 years in advance. They gave the Lakers their first-round pick for, I forget who it was. I forget the player's name. And the Lakers had this first-round pick for 5 years. And then they go win the championship, and they ended up with the number 1 pick because Cleveland was the worst team in the league, and they drafted big game James Worthy out of North Carolina and extends a dynasty. If Oklahoma City gets a top 5 pick in a loaded draft that's coming out, I'm telling you, so yes, to your point, they're not going anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. With those teams I just listed, if it's not now, then when? And you have David Adelman that has been given the keys, who's very inexperienced. So I think that the pressure is put on David Adelman to go out there and win. There's no excuses.
There's
for
pressure
both
on
coaches.
both of them.
Yeah, and there is.
Yes.
There is.
So, holy smokes, man, this is so exciting. It's so exciting.
We're here.
And we are here. And this goes back to a year ago. And I'm going to pick on you. With the Avs.
I don't remember that day. What?
You forget a lot.
I do forget a lot.
When
CTE. What happened?
When the Avs lost in that Game 7 and Mikko Rantanen scores a self-contained third-period hat trick for the first time.
I thought that was a dream.
Dude, it feels like the worst nightmare of all time.
It's like you can't make it up.
No.
Mikko decides that he wants his revenge after you send him to Carolina.
Phil.
Makes his way to Dallas.
It's one of the most dramatic sequences I've ever seen in sports. And,
You're not lying.
And I remember sitting there on that Tuesday, still like just shock and awe that it happened. And like picking ourselves up like that really did just take place.
Picking yourself up. I had me some OJ, some orange juice.
Oh,
smiling.
no, yeah. You were wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, just ready for a Tuesday. Like, I'm like, Phil, like, do you realize what just happened? And kidding aside, I think that more trips around the sun you take doing this job, it's like it sets in of like, we're going to have to sit here for a year. And Phil, that's exactly what we've done. Me and you sitting right here.
It's been a long, long time coming. It's been long, man.
And you have an opportunity to widen your footprint in NHL history. And the Nuggets have an opportunity to widen their footprint in NBA history. Because right now, and people don't want to hear this, and it's a little bit crass way of saying it, but right now the Nuggets are a trivia question. Just like the Toronto Raptors are a trivia question in 2019. This team that mostly through the realm of NBA history is kind of irrelevant, but they had the right combination of players and they went and won a championship.
Who was it?
That's how we view sort of Toronto. That's how the rest of the NBA world will view Denver's 2023 run. It's like, yeah, that one time where Denver went and won it. You win twice, you win 2 NBA championships. Now that separates you from a team like Toronto, and now you're a team like the Houston Rockets who win multiple championships, and Hakeem now has a seat at the big boy table. Jokic would now have a seat at the big boy table. So
everybody gets a seat at that big boy table.
But you got to win multiple when you have one of the greatest players of all time. That's what NBA history tells us. And to discuss this further, John Krasinski from The Athletic does a great job covering the Minnesota Timberwolves. John, thank you for being here with us. I would just ask you do this to start. Our audience is in the trenches with the Nuggets, right, on a night-to-night basis. They're not exactly focused on the Wolves like you are. Go ahead and summarize what kind of season, what kind of year has it been from a Minnesota perspective leading you up to this point?
Yeah, guys, it's been a super up and down season for the Wolves. They came into this season with high expectations coming off of 2 Western Conference Finals runs, and they just kind of were unimpressive or underwhelming, I think, for most of this season. That, it looked like a team that was kind of bored with the regular season, and so they'd have some really disappointing losses against some teams they never should have lost to, and they kind of just meandered through the regular season. All through it, they've said, hey, once the playoffs get here, we have a switch that we're going to flip and we'll be ready to go. And so now they are here, and we'll find out if they have that switch. But I would say if you polled most fans who watched this team, there was a little bit of frustration that they weren't better, that they weren't more in the running for a home court advantage, for, a higher seed, especially with everyone that they brought back from last season.
Well, John, we keep bringing up, okay, what are the Minnesota Timberwolves, what are they going to do against the Denver Nuggets? How are they going to stop Jokic? So I'm going to ask you, what do you think they're going to do to try to stop the great Jokic?
Guys, they're not stopping Jokic. Let's just put that out there right now. Like, if that's your plan coming into a series to say, hey, we're going to stop Nikola Jokic, you're going to lose and you're going to be incredibly disappointed. Nikola has crushed the Timberwolves for most of the time that he has played against them, especially this latest iteration with Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle and everyone in the front court. So what they're going to have to do, and I think what their main goal is going to be, is like Nikola is going to go off. He's going to have 35. He's going to have 40. He may even have 50 in a game. What they're going to try to do is limit Jamal Murray, limit Cam Johnson, limit Christian Brown, limit Aaron Gordon, and not let a bunch of the other kind of role players and wingmen really go off, because they just don't have an answer for Nikola Jokic. No one has an answer for him. And so I think it's turn him into just a primary scorer and hope he doesn't have nights where he has 18 assists, 17 assists, and really gets everyone else involved in that way, that they can maybe hang in there against a talent that is frankly unstoppable.
We're chatting with The Athletic's John Krasinski. Sounds like he's on an airplane. Are you landing in Denver, John?
I literally just landed, guys. My flight was delayed just a little bit, and so I am on the plane and trying to do the best to, just kind of hang in there with you guys right now. But I was hoping I was going to be off the plane when you guys called, but that's the way the travel goes sometimes, you know?
Hey, it is all good, man. Welcome to Denver. I'm going to come find you tomorrow before the game, and we can connect. But when you look at Minnesota, an X factor, who's an X factor for the Timberwolves that could swing this series one way or another?
Yeah, I think there's two. I'll give you one big one. Jaden McDaniels, I think, has had a wonderful, offensive season. He's always been a great perimeter defender, but he's just been a terrific offensive player this year. And I do think that they're going to need him to score and score quite a bit for them to have a chance to win this series. I do think that the Nuggets will try to load up on Anthony Edwards and really take the ball out of his hands. And I don't think that they have, frankly, a defender to contain Jaden McDaniels. And so if he shoots the ball well, if he's as efficient in this series as he has been all season, and if he even gets a few more shots, I think he'll have a chance to have a great series. The other guy that I'm watching is Ayo Dosunmu. He's the guy that they acquired from the Bulls in the at the trade deadline, and he is such a great transition player, such a great downhill driver, and the Nuggets do not have much rim protection at all. And I think that Ayo is a guy who can exploit that by getting to the paint, getting to the rim, getting out in transition, and scoring easy buckets.
John, it seems like when we've been talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves and we've been listening, Chris Finch, there's times where it seems like Coach Finch and Ant-Man have had a little bit of friction, and then Rudy Gobert and Ant-Man have had some friction there. And it's looking like this year, if the Wolves don't get it done, it could be a situation where they end up blowing it all up. Do you kind of feel that way going into this series?
I do think that there's big stakes in this for the Timberwolves. I mean, certainly, we talked at the start of this about them being a little underwhelming in the regular season. And so they've won a lot of games over the last couple of years. But if they do lose 4-1, if it's a decisive loss to the Denver Nuggets, even as good as the Nuggets are, I do think that that you would look to see some changes on the roster, whether it's Rudy Gobert, whether it's Julius Randle, whether it's some others. They could definitely look at making some trades. And so this is a team that does have to prove that it deserves to stay together. They were given every chance to do that. And if they go ahead and win, then they'll have a good chance to stay together. But if they lose, yes, I think that there's a real chance that there's going to be trades, that there's going to be, changes that could really change the face of this team going into next season.
And last one, John, before we let you go, John Krasinski from The Athletic, just landing in Denver right now. He's here to cover the series for the Timberwolves. Where do you think this rivalry, just how much of a rivalry is this matchup? Is it the Wolves' biggest rivalry? And where do you think it stacks up in terms of NBA rivalries, considering the connection with Tim Connolly, Chris Finch, Micah Norrie, Bones Highland, all that?
Yeah, I think it's a really compelling rivalry, and it's one that maybe sort of the national media doesn't put on the same par as, Lakers, Celtics, or a few of those other more kind of volatile rivalries. But you look at the crossover with all the people that you mentioned, that David Adelman coached in Minnesota. Like, there's just so much familiarity. John Wallace was in Minnesota before he went over and started to run operations with Ben Tenzer over there. But they have that. They've played 28 times over the last 4 years. That's more than any other two opponents have played. So they've built up a healthy rivalry, a healthy competitiveness. I don't think that they particularly like each other. I think that Nikola in particular was not happy with how the Wolves kind of showboated at the end of Game 7 a couple of years ago. And there's a real edge to this. And I think that you add even more high-stakes games to this in this series, and that's only going to increase the rivalry going forward. So it's super fun. I really like it. I think that's great for the league to have these kinds of matchups, and I just can't wait for the series to get going. I think it's going to be ultra competitive, and I think these two are going to throw punches at each other the whole way.
Man, great stuff as always. John Krasinski from The Athletic. Appreciate your time today. I'll try to find you tomorrow before tip-off.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, there he goes. John Krasinski. Great stuff. I want to react to a couple things that he just said coming up next.
Denver. Playoffs are coming, and the Mile High City is ready to rise. On the ice, the Burgundy and Blue are gearing up for another run at the Cup. Fast, fierce, and built for postseason battle. And on the hardwood, Jokic and his crew are locked in and hungry to retake the crown. Two teams, one city, one mission, championship glory. Stay locked in all postseason long as Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan keeps you plugged into every goal, every dunk, every heart-pounding moment from the teams that make this city roar. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, Denver's playoff headquarters.
The cost of living isn't just high, it's exhausting. If you've been leaning on credit cards lately just to cover the basics like groceries, gas, and utility bills, you're essentially paying a survival tax of 20% interest or more. Why keep handing your hard-earned paycheck to the big banks when you could keep it for your family? My friends at American Financing have a better way. They're helping homeowners tap into their equity to pay off high-interest debt with mortgage rates currently in the 5s. On average, American Financing is saving their customers $800 a month. That's nearly $10,000 a year back in your pocket. It's not just a loan, it's a total financial reset. There are no upfront fees and no obligation to talk to a salary-based mortgage consultant. Here's the kicker. Start today and you could even delay 2 mortgage payments. Call American Financing at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000 or online at americanfinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSconsumeraccess.org. APR for rates in the 5s start at 6.196% for well-qualified buyers. Call 303-695-7000 for details about credit costs and terms.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait and don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
What's up, cousin?
I want a new phone. Have you seen any good deals?
Everyone has free phones, but when I switched to T-Mobile, I got more value and so much more.
Like streaming included.
And travel benefits.
And the best part? The price of your talk, text, and data is guaranteed for 5 years.
Get more benefits and more value. At T-Mobile, families save and get a 5-year price guarantee. Switch now at T-Mobile.com. Qualifying plan requires price guarantee on talk, text, and data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. See T-Mobile.com.
At AutoNation, we make it easy for you to go. Right now, get 0% financing on your favorite new vehicles. You'll save thousands of dollars in interest alone. Plus, shop a wide selection of fuel-efficient vehicles available now at AutoNation. Hurry! Drive the car you want today with 0% financing. Go to your nearest AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Visit AutoNation.com for eligible vehicles. 0 APR for a limited term with approved credit. Cannot be combined with other offers. Expires end of month.
Your roof's the single most important part of your house. Snow and high winds can damage your roof. Don't trust your roof to any fly-by-night roofing companies. Call the professionals at Golden Spike for a free roof inspection and tell them you heard about it on the Fan. They're a locally owned company and a Team Dave Logan member.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
Mark Schlereth here. The Tanner Gun Show is this weekend in Aurora at the Arapahoe County Fairgrounds. Gear up, for gun laws are going to change August 1st. Explore a wide range of firearms, accessories, knives, tactical gear, and ammunition. Tickets at the door or online at TannerGunShow.com.
Hi, Dan Cicchini. For custom kitchens or cabinetry facing done right, go to drhi.com. Great cash incentives or a special financing rate of 0% APR with 72 equal monthly payments with approved credit. Call for details, 800-362-8370.
Help DEA keep our communities safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Wait, everything on this IHOP value menu is just $6?
I told you it was amazing. A huge plate of pancakes, bacon, and eggs is just $6.
Wow.
There's also French toast, a ham and cheese omelet, and they got a BLT and fries now.
Okay, we're coming here every day.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Feast for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. $7 in some locations, available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Hi, I'm Kamiko, the founder of Miko's Hot Chicken. When we started our family restaurant, we were also raising a family. But let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Our Chase Inc. card was there to reward us on all of our business needs. Now we have a thriving location, and we're hungry for more.
With the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card, you can earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for business. Make more with yours. Real business owners compensated for their participation. Cards issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Cecil Lammy here for Window Nation. Spring is a great time to open your windows and wait a second, what? Windows won't open? They leak? They're cracked? They need repainting? Again? Getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation is easy and affordable. During the More You Buy, the More You Save sale, you could save up to 50% off. Plus, you could get them with 0 interest for 5 years. During uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. So visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan's brought to you by Williams Jewelers, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
Want to partake in our contests? Check out the rules at DenverSports.com.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on ESPN Denver 1600, play-in basketball action continues as Charlotte faces Orlando, followed immediately by Golden State and Phoenix starting at 5. Saturday on The Fan, first-round playoff basketball action kicks off as LA faces Houston starting at 6. Then Sunday on The Fan, baseball action continues as Atlanta faces Philadelphia starting at 5.
Presented by Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
Every day at 3:30, the drive comes off the top rope to hit you with a 1, 2, 3.
Finally, The Rock has come back to Denver.
Tape your wrists, stretch your spandex, and oil your hair. Here's Zach and Phil with today's 3 count on The Drive.
All right, let's come off the top rope with it!
You had it in you.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
I didn't think you had it in you today, man.
Oh, my goodness.
You're coughing now. Now you can't do the rest of the show. Now we're going to have to drive the show. We know how that's going to go.
Yeah, you and DG can finish this thing out. So we just chatted with John Krasinski from The Athletic.
Yeah,
and
getting off the airplane.
Yeah, and you asked him the question, hey, I've been using the word combustible with this group. Combustible. That, man, it feels kind of like a powder keg, and one little spark could blow that entire locker room up. It's been a little bit disjointed throughout the season from a health standpoint, but from a personality standpoint, too. And you asked John the question, and this guy does a great job covering the Wolves. You asked him about, potential changes. He's validated your question. There will be changes in Minnesota if they go to the Western Conference Finals in back-to-back years and then lose in the first round. Yeah.
I mean, the writing looks like it's on the wall, too, right? We talk about Rudy Gobert and Ant-Man not having that chemistry down. What does that look like? All right, you have Coach Finch and Ant-Man not being on the same page at points. What is it going to look like during the series that's intense? All right, maybe something that doesn't go their way. Will we see some little bit of arguments? Will we see some arguments between the coach and staff? Like, it can get bad, especially if Denver goes up on them 2-0.
I think Chris Finch is a really good coach. I think he's probably a top 15 coach in the NBA. But it feels like it could be running its course if they have a setback like losing in the first round. And there's just been moments with him and Anthony Edwards. And Anthony Edwards is a his personality is... Oh, it's a lot.
It is.
I mean, he is...
It can overtake somebody.
Very, very much so. And he is extremely charismatic and flamboyant and can be moody. And, I mean, he's a young man. He's a very young man. And so...
Maybe he needs to see our guys at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, with those mood swings and stuff.
Moody. I don't think he needs any more testosterone right now.
Yeah,
maybe down the road. But yeah, like there was a moment earlier this season where Chris Finch was really getting on Anthony Edwards about his decision making, specifically when teams are launching a double at him and are making him play out of it, and that's naturally not how he wants to play. And so Finch is yelling at him during the game. This is like 2 months ago. He's yelling at him during the game about his decision making. And then he gets another double, and he splits it, nails a three, runs back down the court, and screams at Chris Finch, "This is who the F I am."
Ooh.
And they've played it off as like, hey, it's actually perfect. It's a perfect relationship where they give each other
credit. Like Sean Bo kind of situation.
But if losing comes with this, and it's disjointed from a personality standpoint, and it's a big step back, yeah, you could see a scenario where Chris Finch has shown the door, a really good coach, and it's just no longer a fit. So we'll see. But I thought that was interesting from John Krasinski saying, yeah, I think you're right. So we shall see next in the 3 count.
1, 2.
Hey, a major philanthropic investment to CU Boulder Athletic Department today. Did you see this?
I saw.
The Crawford Family Foundation.
What did you say right there? Was it what was that word you said?
Philanthropic.
Look at you, man.
Philanthropic. The Crawford Family Foundation. Have you ever heard of these guys? The alum Jeff Crawford?
Yeah, actually I have.
His wife, different kind of name, Orsi, O-R-S-I. I hope I'm saying that the right way. But they have committed $6 million to support CU athletics over the next 3 years.
That's great. That's a great sign, right? You need donors to help donate. You need people to help chip in to get these players in the building, keep them in the building. So, this is the right way to go. Like, the new AD, Lovo, doing a great job.
Yeah.
I've been listening to him, and at some point I'm going to go up there and meet him. I need to set a time to go and meet him.
Good.
Yeah, and I'll be able to let you know what he says.
Is he going to turn you upside down and shake your pockets?
Come on now. Come on, you going to get some lint. Maybe a lollipop.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
But, that would be great if you went and did that with Fernando Lovo. But this was this is a big day for CU, a $6 million commitment. We know they need it, and so we'll see what they do with the money here moving forward. They're kind of splitting it in half a little bit. You can read about it on the athletic department's website. There's like a discretionary fund, and then there's other dedicated stuff it's going to go to.
And maybe it's the first domino to fall. Maybe somebody sees that and says, you know what, I'm willing to chip in a little bit more now because somebody decided to take the first step.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. People really want to give when you're a winner.
Exactly.
And so we'll see what...
everybody loves a winner.
There's no doubt. Next in the 3 count.
1, 2.
All right, Chase Dollander looked outstanding last night. Did you guys see this?
The man went crazy, Z.
Did you guys see Chase Dollander last night? You guys see this? This dude was electric last night. Electric. All right? 5 1/3 inning pitched, gave up 1 hit, didn't give up a run, 9 strikeouts. This dude's arm is so live, and he is so fun to watch. Now, it's not going to be perfect. He's a young player. But when we began the outset of this season, talk about what we were looking for.
Yeah.
He was right at the top of the list, and in terms of passing the eye test, and not even just eye test, the flat-out sheer production last night was like, whoa.
Well, and I'll tell you this, the confidence was there. That's what you're looking for, right? This is the reason why the Rockies didn't want to put him in the rotation and he was coming out of the bullpen because they didn't want to have his confidence be shot. Well, he went out there, and after these strikeouts, he's looking everybody up and down, telling everybody, hey, I do this, you know what. So it's great to see that. This is what we're talking about, the youth movement, right? The young players coming along doing well. Hunter Goodman's another one, right?
Yeah.
He was able to provide a key power with a solo homer, right? Those are the things that you're looking for and finally get a win. Get out of that rut that they were in. So go Rockies.
Yeah, it's good to see. In the case of Dollander, it was his 3rd straight appearance that was stellar so far this season. Held the Phillies and Padres to single runs during those appearances on April 4th and 9th. But in both cases, Warren Schaefer used an opener, just like they did last night with Juan Mejia. Eventually, the kid's got to start.
Yeah, they're going to wing off that.
And so that might not be right now, but eventually this year, like, you're going to have to see him start. And goodness gracious, that dude was really fun to watch last night.
1, 2, 3.
Did you see Will Anderson?
I saw, man. I'm going to go in there, get my ski mask on, and rob his ass.
Holy smokes.
Go get that buddy.
Will Anderson in Houston, all right, the former Alabama product. He's a war daddy, and he's getting paid like one. Signed a 3-year, I can't believe this is real, a 3-year, $150 million contract extension with 134 of it guaranteed. That's the highest paid non-quarterback contract in the history of the sport.
They just pay people to pay him now. Now, understand.
This guy can go. Yes. Yeah, put some respect on his name, please.
I'm sorry, Zeke. If I was in there, I'd be cutting his ass. I wouldn't even let him get to the quarterback. Now he would jump over me. But it just shows you where the game has gone and where it's going. Like everybody is getting paid a lot of money. If you're an elite pass rusher, you're going to get paid a lot of money. And for the Denver Broncos, I mean, look, Nick Bonito could have been making money like that. So you find a way, if you're George, to get him paid, extend him before he even goes out to the open market. And now you look like the greatest general manager in the world because you get it done with Nick Bonito.
Crazy. What a deal. 3 years for $150 million. God almighty. Okay, we are less than a week out from the NFL draft. What is the latest that Mike Klis is hearing? We'll check in with him next.
Start the clock. The Denver Broncos traded their first-round pick, but they could surprise us all and trade their way back into day one action. Join us at the Sportsbook Bar and Grill in Parker Thursday, April 23rd for the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan Draft Party, presented by Carrier Colorado. Zach By and Phillip Lindsay will broadcast live starting at 2 p.m. Brandon Stokely and Mark Schlereth join the action at 4. Then John Davis, Cecil Lammey, and NFL insider James Palmer take you through every first-round pick. We'll see you there. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/groundadvantage to learn more.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
What is going on, everybody? Phillip Lindsay here. And if joint pain is holding you back, hear me out. At Regen RX in Denver, they're on another level, guys. They don't just do guesswork. They build a real plan for you. Maybe it's Wharton's jelly that you need to support the joints. Maybe it's the shockwave therapy to get the blood flow back going again. They even sit you down and give you a 6-month booster to keep your results feeling elite. And the best part about this is their consultation is completely free. You heard me, free, no risk. If you're dealing with degenerative joints or long-term pain, see if their stem cell therapy is the right move for you. It's about quality of life, guys. Staying explosive, staying active, and staying present for your family. So give my friends at Regen RX a call today at 303-630-9770 or visit them online at regenrx.co. Again, that's regenrx.co, and let them know that Phillip Lindsay sent you.
Mike Rowe here with another fun fact. If your concrete is cracked or uneven, you can actually lift it back up. Whether it's a sinking driveway, a patio, or a sidewalk, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to lift your concrete slabs. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Breaking news for your home. Wayday. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Wayday long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair. And all up to 80% off during Wayday. Shop Wayfair's Wayday from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications the top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all. That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You need a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. Switch today. Get started with a great offer as low as $60 a month. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Offer ends 6/1/26. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet and security edge. 1-year agreement, eco-bill, and autopay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
The right financial strategies can make a huge difference, especially if you're nearing retirement. Adam Mueller talks retirement strategies with Mile High Money. Saturday mornings at 8 on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Hey, what's up? It's Zach here. And if you're looking for your new go-to spot in Centennial, the Basketball Social House is it. Award-winning food and drinks, an incredible weekend brunch, and a brand new sports bar entertainment space where you can catch every Colorado game. Even if you're not playing, it's a great hang. But if you are, their private basketball suites are unreal. Full court, lounge, music, TVs, the whole setup. And because you're hearing this from me, get half off your first private basketball suite rental. Just use code HALFOFFHOOPS. Trust me, you're going to love this place.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan, powered by Waterloo Turf Denver. Get your Saturdays back.
Listen up, Denver. This hour's keyword is shift. SHIFT. Text shift to 303-713-1043 right now, and you could win a $50 Dick's Sporting Goods gift card and qualify for the $1,000 grand prize. That's shift to 303-713-1043.
By texting, you agree to receive an automated marketing message from Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Message and data rates may apply. For complete rules or to enter the keyword online, visit www.denversports.com/keyword.
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
All right, as we roll right along, Mike Kliss, our guy, he joins us right around this time on Fridays. Mike, thank you for being here.
Mike!
We're a week out from the NFL draft, and I'll say, Mike, not to, because the draft is still going to be exciting. We're going to be learning about these players and taking a dive into them and hearing from them and all that comes with that. But comparatively to years past, we have looked at some of these players like you're looking for a game changer, right? Whether it's at quarterback or Bradley Chubb or, could they, finally find their franchise tight end in Noah Fant, or, you're looking for like a seismic. It doesn't really have that feel this time around because no first round pick. But even more so, Mike, for me, it's because of where the roster is at right now.
Yeah, I think the latter part is more so why there maybe is less anticipation for this draft compared to others. Mims and Benito, the teams were still struggling when they were drafted in the second round, number 63 and number 64. And they did pretty well there, but Broncos country was still looking for some good players because the team was still pretty well short. Now, the Broncos looked at their roster for 2026. They obviously decided that no rookie, especially pick a number 30, no rookie was going to much help their team in 2026. Maybe, a Jahdae Barron type of contribution. Even Benito, as good as he is now, as good as that draft pick was, as you look back on it, he didn't do much of anything as a rookie.
No.
So the Broncos looked at that, I think. I think they also looked, unlike 2022 and 2023, they feel like they're a step away, a player away from a Super Bowl, if all goes well. And so they were willing to trade away a first-round pick, and a third-round pick to get someone who would help them in 2026, and that was Jalen Waddle. So this draft really became Jalen Waddle instead of the draft. And they're going to try to get a good player in the second round, number 62. He'll help, in theory anyway. You always hope you strike gold, but in theory, year one, you bring him along, and then Broncos fans are going to see him make an impact next year. But for 2026, this team is running it back plus Jalen Waddle.
Well, we say they're running it back. They got Jalen Waddle, Mike. But then didn't you hear Talib not too long ago talk about there could be a splash, and maybe it's during the draft? Do you believe that the Denver Broncos could pull something out of their hat again, make a splash during the NFL draft?
Yeah, I didn't know. Did he say the draft? I know.
He did. He did.
You talked about it could be during the draft.
Talib texted me before he came out with that announcement, and he goes, Mike, I know you know, and so I'm asking you, are they they got another big move in them? And I told him not before the draft, and I didn't anticipate one. Maybe they pick up a depth piece here and there, but and do I think they'll make a trade during the draft? Up and down the board, yes. Is it possible they acquire a player during the draft? Yes. I'm not sure how substantial that will be. But then he came out and, I told him didn't think much would happen before the draft. That's the way I understood his text. And then he came out and kind of ignored my text and said something big's happening. So maybe he knows something more than I do. But at least going into the draft, that's about all I know. Going into the draft for the last couple weeks or whatever, I was told not much would happen, since the Waddle trade.
Well, I hope he didn't read your text and interpret it as, hey, nothing's going to happen before the draft, and makes the assumption that something's going to happen during the draft, and then went and ran with it, which he could have.
Yeah. I don't know, Talib. I didn't know he was, going after my job. But we'll see. It's one thing to say a big move. I want some names, Akib.
Right.
At least give me a position. But
well, he's not He's not a vet yet, Mike. He's not like you yet.
No, Mike. What do you think about? And I've not necessarily advocated, but I'm certainly receptive to the following. I think that because you don't have any truly pressing need, there's no massive hole where you're going to draft out of need. And they say they're going to draft the best player available, and I have a tendency to believe them based on where this roster is at. I think you got to take a look at a succession plan for Garrett Bowles, who is getting into his 30s. I believe he's the oldest player on the football team right now, or among them if he doesn't have that title officially. And because you're not picking in the top 10, there's not going to be like some Penei Sewell walking in who's an immediate starter. I think you're going to need to develop the position. And I think that the time to do that might be right now, as non-sexy as that is, feeding the trenches, to steal a phrase from George Payton. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I think one position of need for 2026 is still a running back, because I'm still it's going to be a huge question mark. A question mark in bold if they run it back with J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey and Jaleel McLaughlin. I think they're going to get a running back in the draft. I don't know if it's going to be with that second round pick, or if it's they're going to parlay those 2 fourth-rounders into a third. But I anticipate them having a running back by the end of day 2, somehow, some way. Maybe they wait till early in the fourth, but I would be surprised if they wait to the fifth or later to get their running back. And then tackle, yes, they've looked at tackles and they've looked at guards because of it's kind of the same situation as JFM last year, John Franklin Myers, when they got Savion Jones in the third round. They got to get some backups for these guys if for next year. Ben Powers at left guard, his contract is up after this year. Garrett Bowles and Mike McGlinchey are Bowles is guaranteed this year. McGlinchey's not, which means McGlinchey will have a second season of non-guaranteed money next year. So I do think, and then you got Palczewski in there somewhere. I think Palczewski's going to be a starter next year in 2027. The question is, do they want him to start at left guard or they want him to start at right tackle? And then from there, they got to make plans. For the other, if they decide he's a guard, then you got to get a tackle. If they decide he's a tackle, then you got to get a guard. I think that's part of their plan in this draft.
All right, we'll see how it all shakes out 1 week from today in the second round. Mike, great stuff as always. We'll do this again next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, there he goes. That's our guy, Mike Kliss, our 9 News Broncos insider. Okay, coming up, presented by Window Nation. It's trivia on a Friday. Next.
A franchise record. 121 points. The Colorado Avalanche didn't just finish the season strong. They made history. Score! Now the road to the Stanley Cup begins. Game one. Stanley Cup playoffs. Avalanche versus the Kings. Sunday. The chase for Lord Stanley begins. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Hey guys, it's that time of year. Time to get your lawn in great shape for the season. And when it comes to healthier, greener grass, I know of no two better products than Rich Lawn Turf Food and Revive Ready Spray. Rich Lawn Turf Food is premium organic-based fertilizer that builds stronger soil and keeps your lawn lush and green longer. And you'll find Rich Lawn Turf Food along with Easy Green Grass Seed, Iron Rich for yellow lawns, and Go Rich organic-based garden fertilizer at the Home Depot or your local garden center. Then give your lawn a boost with Revive, the fast-acting organic-based lawn treatment that helps create thicker, greener grass with deeper watering and deeper roots. Say goodbye to the backyard blues, guys. With Rich Lawn and Revive, your yard will be ready in no time. Find it at Home Depot or your local gardening center.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
Hey, it's Zach here for 5280 Exteriors. Wildland Urban Interface is the new Colorado standard. It could affect your next siding, decking, roofing, or window project. 5280 Exteriors can help you identify your fire risk zone, stay compliant, and protect your home.
Ent is becoming Wings. It's a big change. But we're not changing the way we show up for our communities, or our personal service, or the people who provide it. We're not changing locations. We're not even replacing the coffee machine. But we are changing our name. We'll probably even get some new pens. It'll be a big day for pen people. Ent Credit Union, insured by NCUA.
You can't always predict what's next, but you can be ready for it in a BMW SUV. The performance-driven X1 comes built for every journey, while the X3's sporty design and innovative technology keep your drive connected. The X5 blends performance with a commanding presence, or make it even bigger with 3 rows of luxurious seating in the X7. For every road, there's an X built to drive it. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
Mark Schlereth here. The Tanner Gun Show is this weekend in Aurora at the Arapahoe County Fairgrounds. Gear up, for gun laws are going to change August 1st. Explore a wide range of firearms, accessories, knives, tactical gear, and ammunition. Tickets at the door or online at TannerGunShow.com.
When disaster hits your home, it's game time. Water in the basement, fire damage, mold creeping in? Don't sit on the sidelines. Call Able. Able Restoration is your first round draft pick for emergency response, mitigation, and full rebuild. We move fast to protect your property and fight for you with insurance start to finish. This isn't practice, this is your home. And when it's time to step up and protect what matters most, bring Able to the table. Call 303-590-5600. Go Able.
Bring Able to the table.
From posters and presentations to labels and loyalty cards, Staples has all the print to boost your brand. Shop now in-store or you can shop online. Staples, that was easy.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by ROX Rocks Heating and Air.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Regen RX. It's The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on ESPN Denver 1600, play-in basketball action continues as Charlotte faces Orlando, followed immediately by Golden State and Phoenix starting at 5. Saturday on The Fan, first-round playoff basketball action kicks off as LA faces Houston starting at 6. Then Sunday on The Fan, baseball action continues as Atlanta faces Philadelphia starting at 5.
Presented by Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
You're listening to The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Happy Friday to you. We are halfway home here on The Drive. As I lower my computer, get ready to play a little bit of trivia.
Let's go.
We are down a member of our team. He was our team here for. He was like a. You know what? He was like a. He was like on a 2-way contract. Alex. He got called up to the majors a couple times, and he is leaving us. He's going to work in the middays now and help out Josh and Cease. But he was a valuable member of trivia, as much as Dante didn't want to admit it. And the lightness is back in the room.
Word on the street is Dante wanted him traded.
And see what happens when I want that? Yeah.
He's pulling strings.
You be careful, Phil. You're next.
I'm sorry.
So I'm LeBron James over here.
I keep getting hurt.
LeBron. Wow.
Kevin
Dante.
Love or whoever else you didn't like along the way.
Very high view of himself. Just skips to LeBron. I'm LeBron.
I meant more in terms of pulling the strings.
So we're playing basically a man down again because the trivia plays or the morning show plays with more guys than we do. So take that into account. Luckily, we're really good on the well, I guess would be on the penalty kill if we're playing a man down.
Yeah.
So all right, with that in mind, Dante Gomez, hit the music.
Clinton Portis broke the Broncos rookie rushing record in 2002 with 1,508 yards. Whose record did he break?
My question is, did Mike Anderson come after Clinton Portis?
I think he was before.
He was before.
Because didn't it go TD, and I don't know the exact order, but TD, Olandis, Gary, Mike Anderson, in that order, and then Clinton Portis, I believe.
Yeah.
I might have that order confused, but I know that I'm almost positive Mike Anderson came before Clinton Portis did.
Well, no, because remember there was Tatum Bell in no, because that was Ruben Drones. All right, because Ruben Drones, so it went Mike Anderson, it went Clinton Portis, Mike Anderson, Tatum Bell, Ruben Drones.
So Anderson was after Clinton Portis.
Man.
What is Anderson's
Did he rush for a bunch of yards?
Yeah, he
went for a
yeah,
foul
he did.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
I know that the question we asked this morning was kind of similar, not exactly, but Terrell Davis, I think, went for 1,000 in his rookie year.
Did he?
I think that's what John Davis was saying in his question earlier.
And John would know. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also, on the morning show, because they answered Humphrey, who I believe also ran for 1,000 yards in his rookie year. So that's not a bad option.
Man. But it's the rookie record. Like, so just running for 1,000 as a rookie, like, I'm pretty sure Mike Anderson put up a number.
Yeah, he did.
I just don't know. Again, the timeline.
Was Mike Anderson a rookie though at that time when he put up the 1,000? Because we're talking about rookies, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if Mike.
I think he was.
He was an old guy. Remember, because he was in the military.
Yeah.
Oh, good memory.
Yeah, he was in the military. I heard he used to like smoke cigarettes before the game.
Is that right?
Yeah, and then go out there and run for 1,000 yards.
Good old boy. Love it.
Yeah,
Old
I think
school.
Schlereth has a story that he was on the highway driving next to him, and Anderson was just smoking a heater on the way to the game.
I love it. A little lung dart on the way to the game.
Yeah. I guess it would be Mike Anderson because other than that, who else would be? Like, I went for 1,000 my rookie year.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for reminding us.
CJ Anderson. Look, CJ Anderson did it, though. CJ Anderson wasn't a rookie, right, when he went for 1,000?
No. He only did it one time. I think it was in 2016.
Well, that would have been way after anyway.
Yeah.
I actually think Mike Anderson was after Terrell Davis because Schlereth and Terrell Davis, I believe, got here in the same year.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if Schlereth was teammates with Mike Anderson, that means that it had to have happened after that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And that was my gut. Anyway, for some reason, I think Mike Anderson went for like 1,300 yards as a rookie.
Man, that was a bad dude. Bad
All right, let's
dude.
go. Let's go with Mike Anderson. Everyone feel
No, I
comfortable
think
here?
Mike was after Terrell Davis.
Yeah, but before Clinton
But
Portis.
before Clinton
Oh,
Portis.
my bad.
Yeah. Mike Anderson.
And we're sure it's not Orlando Scary. We don't feel good about Orlando Scary at all.
I'm not sure at all.
Okay.
I just
I like the Mike Anderson
My
answer.
gut says Mike Anderson.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay.
Phil?
Didn't John Davis say something about this yesterday though?
He probably did, and we probably weren't listening.
And it was about Gary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he did go for 1,000 yards.
Yeah, he did.
I just don't know.
Didn't they have like 3 straight 1,000-yard backs?
They did.
Yeah.
It was like whoever you plugged in there in that Shanahan system. What did he say, Phil? You were his co-host yesterday. You were an active listener. What did he say?
This is off air.
So you only have to listen to him on it.
JD's probably listening right now too, because he said somebody held out, and the guy held out. Somebody else comes in, runs for 1,000 yards.
He was talking about our trivia question this morning because it was Bobby Humphrey and Gaston Green. Because Bobby Humphrey had held out, and Gaston Green came in and ran for 1,000 yards, and Humphrey, I think, left at that point or something like that. So he was talking way earlier.
Okay.
The Mike Anderson.
Do we feel comfortable with Mike
I think
Anderson?
we do.
Let's go, Mike
All right,
Anderson.
let's Mike Anderson final answer. Send it in.
The answer is Mike Anderson,
There we
who
go.
had
There we go.
1,487 in the year 2000.
1,487 yards in a 16-game season as a rookie?
Yeah, we shorted him a little bit.
Wow.
Man was rumbling down that field.
Wow.
Phil, did you ever do that?
Hell no. Couldn't do that. Maybe if I would start smoking cigarettes, I would have been able to do that.
You were
Go to the military
couple
first.
Marb Reds and a
That's a lot of yards.
and a tour overseas away from. All right, next question.
Trent Dilfer, Paul George, and Aaron Judge all played their respective sports at which college?
Oh, that's easy.
Wait, can I just hear the names? What were the names one more time? Trent Dilfer?
Trent Dilfer, Aaron Judge, and Paul George.
Oh, that's got to be.
OZB.
Oh,
No.
God.
OZB.
No.
No, ZB.
No, I know it. It's on
Fresno State.
Fresno State. Fresno State.
I think you just said that over the air, D, because I heard that.
Fresno State.
I did. I was going to try to get
Fresno
Phil in
State.
on the joke as well.
No,
that we
it's
all knew it except for Zach.
the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Yes, Fresno State. Fresno State, final answer, send it in. Devious.
The answer is Fresno State.
It would have been funny,
where
though,
did
if we
Derek
all
Carr go to
three knew
school?
it and you were the
Where
outsider.
did Derek Carr go to school, by the way, when he was in college?
Fresno State.
Yeah, Fresno
There we
State.
go. All
Yeah.
right.
Oh, look at Phil. I like it. All right, next question.
Which two Broncos in franchise history lead with 25 forced fumbles apiece?
25 forced fumbles.
He said the Bronco record who's forced 25 forced fumbled apiece. So you got to
two guys
do
that are
names.
sharing that.
I mean, there's two that come to my mind right away. We go old school: Dennis Smith, Steve Atwater.
Ooh,
the
I
way
like
they
that.
played the game, the way they hit back then.
Yes.
But I don't know if it was both of them or.
I don't think it'd be anyone in, like, even like a Von Miller.
What
like
about Doomerville, though? Not even Doomerville?
Did he do it long enough?
Ooh.
I mean, he's on the all-time sack list, but
25 forced fumbles is
that's
a lot.
so many forced fumbles.
Could it be a safety?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, he said Atwater.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys were talking
Dennis
about Doomerville.
Yeah.
No. Atwater. He's like a Hall of Famer.
I met him, actually.
Have you heard about him?
Yeah, no, I met him. I shook his hand.
All right. Making sure.
He knows my name.
He probably doesn't know my name.
He was texting with him the other day.
I can text him. You want to get him on? We can get him on.
Yeah, great guy.
We can get him on. No problem. I like Dennis Smith. I mean, 25 forced fumbles is so many. You'd have to play Melvin Gordon like every week.
Oh, no. Not Belly Bill.
Melvin catching strays.
He's hurt. He's going to start crying.
Oh, man. I just ruined his day again.
I mean, doesn't Steve Atwater feel like a shoe-in?
Yeah, he
I
does.
mean,
He
he's got to
does.
be, right?
And I like Dennis Smith, too.
Yeah, I feel good about those two. Just the way they played the game.
All right, let's go with it.
Okay.
Let's go Steve Atwater, Dennis Smith, final answer, send it in.
The answers are Von Miller and Simon Fletcher.
Wow.
Not even close.
Not even close.
Holy cow.
I put that on Drew.
You should.
Zach, do you want to take your snarky comments from me back?
He said he had conviction.
I did.
He did.
Like right
I
out
felt
of the
really
gate.
good about
He
it.
did.
God, Von Miller.
DJ Von the Don.
Man, okay.
I can't believe
And
Atwater's
Simon
not one of
Fletcher.
them.
Wow. Okay. Final question.
All right, guys, time for your curveball question. This is a who am I question, or rather, what am I? I am a band, I am a video game console,
Oh, no.
and I am a book of scripture.
Oh, no.
What am I?
Oh, no.
We
Yeah.
Come on,
like
guys.
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks
Yeah.
It
ago.
was very
It's
recent.
like very recent.
Stoke must have came up with this one.
You know what I think this is? This is like scrambling. This is like we didn't give
didn't
ourselves
think ahead,
enough time.
yeah.
We have to do these questions.
Where is it, Mike? Mike's been
Maybe
out.
John-
right?
Mike is out.
Mike was out.
Mike was out.
See what
And-
happens when Mike's out?
Head
Everything
of the
falls
snake.
apart.
And Mike voiced the question the last time. That was his
It
question.
was.
That was like 3 weeks ago. Of course,
Yeah.
the answer is Genesis.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's
Yeah.
go Genesis. Final answer. Send it in.
The answer is Genesis.
There we go. Genesis. In the beginning, the drive was going 3-1 in trivia. All right.
Sorry I ruined it, guys.
It's okay.
Could have been perfect. 3-1's pretty good.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
take
take it.
3-1. All right. Thank you guys for playing along trivia with us, powered by Window Nation. I want to just make sure we're all on the same page before the playoffs start. When it comes to one guy and what we're actually watching, that's coming up next.
Get ready, Broncos country. This is the event you've been waiting for. Join Peyton Manning, Emmanuel Sanders, Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware, Aqib Talib, TJ Ward, and Coach Gary Kubiak as they reunite to relive their legendary Super Bowl 50 run. It's Night of Champions, a live, unforgettable show packed with stories, memories, and a behind-the-scenes look at one of the greatest seasons in NFL history. And Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan wants you to be there. Enter now for your chance to win a 4-pack of tickets at DenverSports.com/champions. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime night with the heroes of Super Bowl 50.
Soda weight loss is state of the art. You've heard me say that for years and years now. Why? Because it's so true. And SodaDietNutrition.com is the website you need to go to, or call them up 1-866-800-SODA. Listen, I lost 60 pounds a few years ago with SodaDietNutrition.com, and I'm never going back. Haven't gained the weight back. Why? Because I know how to eat, what to eat, and when to eat. All thanks to my friends at Soda Weight Loss. Soda Diet and Nutrition. You can join Soda for a short time to have results that last a lifetime. Join now, and your partner joins free. It's 2 people with real accountability for the price of 1. Online, SodaDietNutrition.com, or call them up 1-866-800-SODA. And just having that real nutritionist, having that program in place to help you lose the weight, it means everything. And right now, when your partner can join for free, with you get 2 people, real accountability, the price of 1, it's a no-brainer. SodaDietNutrition.com is where you need to go. Soda Diet Nutrition, they're state of the art.
At Common Spirit Health, we don't just see a cancer diagnosis. We see you, and you don't have to do this alone. We believe you should be surrounded by your people, so you can keep them close while you get care close to home. Supported by our care team from diagnosis to treatment and beyond, and strengthened by treatment tailored to you. Because there's no one-size-fits-all approach to cancer care. Find cancer care with human kindness close to you at mountain.commonspirit.org.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. Let's talk about your hair. If you're losing it and desire it back, then do what I did and go see Dr. Tanya Pauls at Advanced Hair Restoration. Their simple one-day treatment offers life-changing results that I can personally attest to. Guys, it's not magic, but close to it. They put hair where you need it the most, and bam, it grows. It's actually science. Advanced Hair has it all. Top-rated Dr. Tanya Pauls, modern technology, and best of all, you get your very own natural hair that begins regrowing the very next day. Advanced Hair even guarantees it to grow for life. So schedule your free consultation today. Call 720-459-HAIR and you'll get $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. That's 720-459-HAIR. Advanced Hair is the winner of Westward's Best of Denver, and they've changed tens of thousands of lives, including mine. Become inspired with the before and afters at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
Looking for a way for your hard-earned money to work hard for you? Open a 13-month CD at 3.75% APY from Ent Credit Union, soon to be Wings Credit Union. With a minimum deposit of only $500, a 13-month term, and a guaranteed annual percentage yield of 3.75%, your future self will thank you. But hurry, this special rate is only for a limited time. Get started today at ent.com/CD special. Rate accurate as of March 1st, 2026 and subject to change without notice. Insured by NCUA.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
How about 60 seconds that'll make you actually feel good for a change? Hey, Dan Jacobs with 303 Law 4040. You've heard me talk about the best free meal in Denver. And I had some listeners that had heard me talk about how I used to love to make brisket, but with outrageous beef prices, we just couldn't afford to do it anymore. We can't afford to feed that many people. Well, a guy, Barbecue Bob, showed up to one of our first and third Thursdays with a couple $1,000s of brisket so he could just help people. We're going to make free brisket here coming up in the next couple months for our best free meal in Denver. And then another guy, Fred, who runs the Ace Hardwares over on Gartrell Road and Arapahoe Crossing. He said, from now on, all your fuel you need for that barbecue is on me. And another guy, Bobby Hancock from IHOP. He fed our volunteers and gave thousands of dollars worth of gift certificates to our people that take advantage of the best free meal in Denver. If you want to help, you can. Just spread the word. It's the best free meal in Denver every first and third Thursday, 4 to 6 p.m. It's at Smoky Hill and Arapahoe Road. And if you have any questions, just call us at 303-LAW-4040.
At AutoNation, we make it easy for you to go. Right now, get 0% financing on your favorite new vehicles. You'll save thousands of dollars in interest alone. Plus, shop a wide selection of fuel-efficient vehicles available now at AutoNation. Hurry, drive the car you want today with 0% financing. Go to your nearest AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Visit AutoNation.com for eligible vehicles. 0 APR for a limited term with approved credit. Cannot be combined with other offers. Expires end of month.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da!
If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rates reserved.
Listen up, Denver. This hour's keyword is bench. BENCH. Text bench to 303-713-1043 right now, and you could win a $50 Dick's Sporting Goods gift card and qualify for the $1,000 grand prize. That's bench to 303-713-1043.
By texting, you agree to receive an automated marketing message from Denver Sports 1043 The Fan. Message and data rates may apply. For complete rules or to enter the keyword online, visit www.denversports.com/keyword.
It's The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 1043 The Fan.
I think we all need to get on the same page before the playoffs start when it comes to one guy and what we're actually watching here. Before we do that, guys, join us Thursday, April 23rd. That's next Thursday, starting at 2 p.m. for our draft party live from Sportsbook Bar and Grill in Parker, brought to you by Carrier, Colorado. It all starts with The Drive at 2 o'clock, followed by a special roundtable with Mark Schlereth, Brandon Stokely, and Phillip Lindsay at 4 p.m. Then at 6 o'clock, Cecil Lammey, John Davis, and NFL insider James Palmer will take you through every pick of the first round. That's next Thursday, April 23rd at Sportsbook Bar and Grill in Parker. It's one of my favorite places to be. We'd love to see you out there. Okay, what we're actually watching here in 2025, 2026. I think we're looking at one of the greatest individual seasons in the history of hockey. Truly.
Well, give us a little bit of flesh then, man. Who are you talking about?
Of course, I'm talking about Nathan MacKinnon.
The only one, Nate the Great.
Man, he becomes the second player in the history of the Avs to win the Rocket Richard. Only Milan Hajduk in 2002-2003 season has a Rocket. And now that list grows to 2. MacKinnon, and I'm being literal when I say I think we're watching one of the greatest individual seasons in the history of this sport. 97 even strength points, guys. That is the most any player has had since a guy that literally had the nickname The Great One, Wayne Gretzky, back in 1991. I'm just going to say that one more time because I know people are busy. You're driving home. Maybe your kids are in the car. You're doing work at home. Nathan MacKinnon, guys, went for 97 even strength points, the most of any player since Wayne Gretzky had 103 back in the 1990-91 season. Colorado outscored teams when MacKinnon was on the ice at even strength. The Avs outscored their opponents 126-59. That is an Avs record. That's not
like superhuman, man. Like, it's just crazy when he's on the ice. Like, you're not winning. You're everybody around you is just that much better with Nathan MacKinnon on the ice.
It's just insane. That's not a stat about Joe Sakic or Peter Forsberg or Hayduk. Like, that's incredible. And he did it for a team that went and set a franchise record for points in a season. Guys, it's the most successful regular season in the history of the Avs. And Nathan MacKinnon was the engine of a group that, I mean, he's put alongside stats of Wayne Gretzky. Like, it's really, really incredible and impactful when you say it out loud like that.
No, truly, and it's no wonder why the Colorado Avalanche are so dominant. And also, Z, it's not just the stats that he brings to the table. It's truly himself, right? He's so tightly wound up. He brings that energy, and everybody wants to play their best hockey around him. Because if you don't, he's going to mother F you down that ice. We all know that. You got to see it firsthand. So just this man in general is great. And it's showing statistically he's getting everything that he deserves and more. His teammates love playing with him. His teammates play better when he's on that ice. So, man, it's just like we talk about Jokic, all right, stop taking Nathan McKinnon for granted. Because at some point, he is going to get older, he is going to retire, and we're not going to have Nate the Great anymore. And we're going to be sitting down here, hopefully we're still doing this show together by that time, talking about, you remember Nathan McKinnon.
Man, oh man, we'd have to knock out a couple segments to reminisce about it because what this guy is doing, and if things go the way that I think they're going to go, okay, I think Nathan McKinnon is going to go down as having the single greatest season in the history of the Avs. And that's no disrespect to anyone, specifically Joe Sakic, because if he goes and wins the Hart the way that I believe he's going to,
yep, that'd be a second.
It'd be a second. And Sakic never had a second. Peter Forsberg never had a second. And he'll join only Nikola Jokic in the history of Denver sports, the 4 major pro sports, if you will, as the only guy to have an MVP in multiple seasons. And we've been talking about this for a while. Elway has one. TD has one. Larry Walker has one. And Peyton Manning has one. But when you start collecting multiple MVPs, and if you have a season where you lead the league in goals and win the Rocket Richard for just the second time in the history of the team, for the number one team in the league that is the President's Trophy winner, if they go and win the Stanley Cup and he were to be named a Conn Smythe winner, I mean, you're talking about like a season that like a very, 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 very short list of players have ever done. And it's sort of like akin to last year, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander winning the scoring title, winning the MVP, winning the championship, and finals MVP. If you go win the Rocket Richard for a team that won the President's Trophy, and you win the Hart Trophy, and if you were to go on and win the Cup, and it's fair to forecast him being the Conn Smythe winner in a way that he wasn't in 2022, that was Kale. I mean, you're talking about one of the 5 greatest seasons in the history of the sport.
Well, and you know what, Z? We had this conversation probably about a month ago or a little under a month ago. If Nathan McKinnon does everything you listed, like, and we talk about who's the greatest athlete out of Colorado, it would be Nathan McKinnon because of all that.
For hockey?
Well, in general, because let's just say, because I guess it's like you got 2 of them that could win the championship. But if Nathan McKinnon wins the Cup and does all that, and let's just say Jokic doesn't do it.
And he's got 1 championship
exactly.
and McKinnon has.
And everything you just listed.
Man.
You would have to put him in front of Jokic.
You wouldn't have to.
You're going to put him in front of Jokic.
3 MVPs.
Like, I'm lifting up my shirt. You're going to put him in front of Jokic.
3 MVPs, though.
3 MVPs.
So it'd be 2 championships. We had this conversation
we
6
did,
weeks
and that's
ago.
what I'm saying, yeah.
Like, what would carry more value? I think it'd be up to each person to decide because this is subjective. What do you value more? 3 regular season MVPs, a championship, finals MVP, as opposed to and 1 championship, as opposed to this forecasted scenario with McKinnon where it's 2 championships, 1 regular season MVP, and we'd be forecasting the MVP of the Stanley Cup playoffs and the Conn Smythe. I mean, it'd still be close, Phil. It'd still be close.
You said 1 regular season MVP. He's already won. He would have 2 as well.
Oh no, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yep, you're right. God,
you would have to put him in front of Jokic.
You wouldn't have to.
I get you.
Because here's the thing: if Jokic,
you're saying this as you wear the Avs, hoodie, as you wear the Avs hoodie. I mean, both of them are great.
It'd be flip a coin. Like there's an argument to be made for either. All right, let us know. How would you view it? 303-713-1043, the RamosLaw.com text line. How are we feeling as we're less than 24 hours away from tip-off between the Nuggets and their biggest rivals of the era? That's next.
Denver. Playoffs are coming, and the Mile High City is ready to rise. On the ice, the Burgundy and Blue are gearing up for another run at the Cup. Fast, fierce, and built for postseason battle. And on the hardwood, Jokic and his crew are locked in and hungry to retake the crown. 2 teams, 1 city, 1 mission, championship glory. Stay locked in all postseason long as Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan keeps you plugged into every goal, every dunk, every heart-pounding moment from the teams that make this city roar. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Between groceries, travel, and higher prices, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, especially if you're already relying on credit cards to cover the basics. If that debt is piling up, you're not alone. If you're a homeowner, you might have considered reaching out to American Financing, but hesitated because you don't want to give up your low mortgage rate. That's why American Financing created the Smart Equity Loan, a simple, smart way to get your finances back on track without giving up your low mortgage rate. Unlike a HELOC, which can fluctuate with the market, the Smart Equity Loan offers a fixed rate, so you'll have one predictable monthly payment. It lets you use your home's equity to pay off high-interest debt, free up your cash flow, and still keep your existing mortgage intact. There are no upfront fees to find out how much you can save. Call 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or visit them online at AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Cecil Lammy here for my friends at WindowNation.com. Listen, in Colorado, we get different types of weather all the time. So whether your cold air is escaping or your warm air is escaping, your windows are likely to blame. And getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation is easy and affordable. And during the More You Buy, the More You Save sale, you could save up to 50% off. Plus, you could get them with zero interest for 5 years. During these uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. So visit WindowNation.com now to book a consultation.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
Kwiat Diamonds, a legacy of brilliance since 1907.
We're proud at Williams Jewelers of Inglewood to have been chosen as Colorado's exclusive Kwiat diamond jeweler.
From Kwiat's Mine to Shine diamond, the natural diamond cut, polished, and designed just for you.
To Kwiat's red carpet collections of designer jewelry, including American Beauty, Lyric, and Kwiat Star. They're all here.
Kwiat diamond rings and diamond studs, Kwiat diamond bracelets, and Riviera necklaces have long been the toast of Fifth Avenue.
Because Kwiat's whiter, brighter, and larger looking diamonds cut to the world's highest standards.
I'm Dylan Williams. Shayna and I invite you to come experience the breathtaking beauty of Kwiat diamond jewelry for yourself.
Or the one you love.
For the American beauty in your life.
At Williams Jewelers of Inglewood, Colorado's exclusive Kwiat jeweler.
Where Colorado shines.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
Williams Jewelers, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here. In a world where dealerships come and go, one name has stood the test of time. Bozarth and Celebration Chevrolet, proudly serving Colorado since 1987 as the longest owned Chevy dealer in the state. From a huge selection of new Chevys to quality pre-owned vehicles, plus a team committed to treating you right, it's no wonder generations of Colorado drivers keep coming back. To see all the specials, visit BozarthAuto.com today. Again, that's BozarthAuto.com. Bozarth Ozark and Celebration Chevrolet. Experience you trust, service you deserve since 1987.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications the top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a warehouse operations manager.
Where are the forklifts?
Sold them. Too expensive. We're using scooters now.
So you expect us to move a 2-ton pallet on a scooter?
Just lean into it. Put your back into it, people.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on ESPN Denver 1600, play-in basketball action continues as Charlotte faces Orlando, followed immediately by Golden State and Phoenix starting at 5. Saturday on The Fan, first-round playoff basketball action kicks off as LA faces Houston starting at 6. Then Sunday on The Fan, baseball action continues as Atlanta faces Philadelphia starting at 5.
Presented by Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
How are we feeling? Less than 24 hours away from tip-off between the Denver Nuggets and their biggest rivals of the era.
Fired up, ready to go.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Suit me up, coach. Put me on the ice. Put me on the court.
You got, actually, you have a little conflict tomorrow. A little bit.
I do with my son, so I'm hoping that the snow continues to fall.
Yes.
It's picking back up.
Yeah,
as we talk about it.
It is falling a little bit once again here. But I know you're going to be locked in for this. Everyone is. It's tomorrow.
It's at 1 o'clock on a Saturday.
Do you like it or not like it?
I love it.
You do?
I love it. Now, of course, I don't like it because you and I both have little kids that are starting to get into sports. So what does that mean? Every Saturday, maybe even a Sunday, we're at a sporting event.
Yep.
At 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 10 o'clock, it doesn't matter. So, it sucks because I may have to record a game.
Yeah.
And then go back.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but other than that, it's Saturday at 1 o'clock and not really doing anything. It frees up that late night if you guys want to watch a movie with the kids.
Totally.
Put the kids down, and you know what happens after that when it's just you and the significant other.
What happens after that?
You know, gives you that time. Yeah, usually during the weekdays. I mean, come on, 8:15 puck drop. I mean, come on, you don't have a chance.
No, dead on arrival. So I mean, tomorrow is. Tomorrow's important. Tomorrow's important. You know, a lot of people in the NBA world, okay, most of them believe that the Denver Nuggets were trying to duck the Minnesota Timberwolves, not trying to stay healthy. They believe that they didn't want the matchup.
What do you believe?
I think it's both. I literally think it's killing two birds with one stone. You're accomplishing both. You're resting guys. It's been a super disjointed season, and if you fell into the matchup against Houston because of it, then so be it.
But you've been one to sit here and bang the table that, hey, the Nuggets really want to play the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, well, that came from a place of information.
Yeah.
That I had heard from a source within the team that the guys in the locker room all, unanimously wanted Houston. And that makes sense when David Adelman comes out and says, well, we met with the team and we discussed it, and this was going to be our approach. We were going to shut the guys down. So if you kept them fresher while also playing Houston and saying, well, if we play OKC in the second round, whatever, we're going to have to go through them for a championship anyway. Look, there's no wrong way to do it, but I can tell you with certainty that people in the NBA world believe that Denver was trying to duck the Timberwolves smoke. And so I do wonder, and this is why I think that tomorrow is really, 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 really important. And of course it is, right? You're trying to win 4 games out of 7. So every one of them matter.
But you got to at least get that first win under your belt.
Exactly. In a way that you didn't in 2024. You actually lost both games at home in 2024 and went on the road to Minnesota down 0-2. I mean, what a nightmare. So if you have that recent history plus coupled with a potential, and I'm not saying this is the case, but a potential mental edge from Minnesota coming in saying, those guys didn't want to play us because they know what happened last time. And so if they come in with that mindset, which they're absolutely going to have, and then they win on your home floor in game number 1, man, it'll just feel like deja vu all over again.
Yeah, I can't see the Denver Nuggets losing and dropping this game 1 on their home court. I think what it comes down to is Jokic and Jamal Murray, they need to establish themselves right off the bat. Don't mess around with this. Don't feel like you got to get Christian Brown and Cam Johnson going so early. It's no. Jokic and Jamal Murray, set the tone, set the pace, and then play off of that. Get everybody else involved in. Z, you brought up something really interesting about Jokic when it came to that series. Jokic did have the points, but he didn't have the assist.
Yeah, just one double-digit assist
which
game
is crazy,
in
man.
7.
So we know that, hey, look, it worked out for the Minnesota Timberwolves doing it like that last year where it's like let Jokic score all the points, as many points as possible.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. But guess what? They're going to try to probably do that again, saying it worked that time. Let's see if it happens again. But if Jamal Murray sets the tone as well, gets hot from the three-point line, it's just going to make things a lot better off for everybody around him. So set the tone with those two guys and you move from there.
What is the most points you think Jamal Murray scores in any game?
I'm going to go.
I'm going to hear from the guys behind the glass on this.
Sure,
too.
It's going to be a home game. Home game. He goes crazy at home when he gets on the tear. Let's say I can see him scoring 40 points in a game. I truly can. I'm going to say 40.
40? Dante, what do you think the most points Jamal scored? And write this down if you don't mind so we can circle back to it. Phil says 40. That's a really high bar. What do you think?
40.
The most that Jamal Murray scores in any singular game in the series?
I'll go 45.
45? Yeah. Wow.
He's trying to help me out.
Drew?
I'm going to go 43 in game 2.
Wow. So all you guys have him scoring in the 40s.
40, Shody.
Wow. He did get to 40, I think, in a game, regular season game this year against them, I want to say. I'll triple check that during the break. I'll say 37. So, all right, it's a high bar, but it's where it should be. It's honestly where it should be. Okay, we'll circle back to all things Nuggets T-Wolves at the top of the hour here. Before we do that, though, George Payton may have given us a bit of a warning yesterday in what to expect in the NFL draft that is less than 1 week away. We'll also dive in Wolves, Nuggets, also Avs. Who's under the single most pressure before these teams are going to go try to win a championship? We'll get to all of it as we're on the doorstep of 40 consecutive minutes of commercial-free sports talk coming up next.
A franchise record. 121 points. The Colorado Avalanche didn't just finish the season strong. They made history. Score! Now the road to the Stanley Cup begins. Game 1. Stanley Cup playoffs. Avalanche versus the Kings. Sunday. The chase for Lord Stanley begins. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Mark Schlereth here. The Tanner Gun Show is this weekend in Aurora at the Arapahoe County Fairgrounds. Gear up, for gun laws are going to change August 1st. Explore a wide range of firearms, accessories, knives, tactical gear, and ammunition. Tickets at the door or online at TannerGunShow.com.
The right financial strategies can make a huge difference, especially if you're nearing retirement. Adam Mueller talks retirement strategies with Mile High Money. Saturday mornings at 8 on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Hey, it's Stokely. Spring is here, but you know Colorado. Warm one day, chilly the next. And trust me, summer is coming in hot. Beat the rush with an early bird air conditioner tune-up and inspection for only $49 from ROX Rocks Heating and Air. They'll inspect your system and keep you cool when everyone else is scrambling. Call Rocks Heating and Air today and schedule your tune-up before the end of April. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair, ROX, Rocks, Heating and Air.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Soda weight loss is state of the art. You've heard me say that for years and years now. Why? Because it's so true. And SodaDietNutrition.com is the website you need to go to, or call them up 1-866-800-SODA. Listen, I lost 60 pounds a few years ago with SodaDietNutrition.com, and I'm never going back. Haven't gained the weight back. Why? Because I know how to eat, what to eat, and when to eat. All thanks to my friends at Soda Weight Loss. Soda Diet and Nutrition. You can join Soda for a short time to have results that last a lifetime. Join now, and your partner joins free. It's two people with real accountability for the price of one. Online, SodaDietNutrition.com, or call them up 1-866-800-SODA. And just having that real nutritionist, having that program in place to help you lose the weight, it means everything. And right now, when your partner can join for free, with you get two people, real accountability, the price of one, it's a no-brainer. SodaDietNutrition.com is where you need to go. Soda Diet Nutrition, they're state of the art.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-292-4541 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-292-4541. That's 800-292-4541. What do you have to lose? Call 800-292-4541. Again, 800-292-4541.
Hey guys, it's that time of year. Time to get your lawn in great shape for the season. And when it comes to healthier, greener grass, I know of no two better products than Rich Lawn Turf Food and Revive Ready Spray. Rich Lawn Turf Food is premium organic-based fertilizer that builds stronger soil and keeps your lawn lush and green longer. And you'll find Rich Lawn Turf Food along with Easy Green Grass Seed, Iron Rich for yellow lawns, and Go Rich organic-based garden fertilizer at the Home Depot or your local garden center. Then give your lawn a boost with Revive, the fast-acting organic-based lawn treatment that helps create thicker, greener grass with deeper watering and deeper roots. Say goodbye to the backyard blues, guys. With Rich Lawn and Revive, your yard will be ready in no time. Find it at Home Depot or your local gardening center.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
Want real Broncos talk? Cecil Lammy and Andrew Mason bring the heat on Orange and Blue Today. The most passionate intelligence and in-depth Broncos coverage in the game. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Hit subscribe at Denver Sports 104.3 and never miss another take. Orange and Blue Today, powered by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. You're listening to The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Happy Friday to you. We are rolling downhill here on the drive. Thank you for making us a small part of your day. And shout out to those who make us a big part of their day and listen for all 4 hours. We appreciate you however you take in our content. All right. So I want to get back to Nuggets and Avs at the top of the hour. So in about 12 minutes from now, we will do that. And I want to talk about who is under the single most pressure between the Nuggets and Avs in terms of an individual human being. All right, here over the next 2 months, maybe 2 weeks. But before we do that, George Payton, yesterday, speaking to the media, a pre-draft press conference, talking about the best player available in next week's draft.
When you're trying to build your roster, you just want the best players, and we are deep in the secondary, but you always want to build. You want to build on a strength if possible. I think you're asking, if best player available. I think you're getting there, and we're always going to take the best player available within reason. If there's a couple DBs there and there's other players maybe are a bigger need, we would go that way. But you always want to build on a strength. I think we've done that since we've arrived, and it's worked.
What would be your reaction if they drafted another DB?
I'm like, come on, George. Stop messing with us. All right, you drafted a DB last year, and you called him the Crystal, and that's Jahdae Barron, and my man was redshirted. Like, I know that the guy you're drafting in the second round is not going to start. All right, he's a depth piece. He gets to brew up under somebody and grow the organic way, which is the best way. But don't go for another secondary player like a cornerback when you still have some drama going on with, are you going to pay Jaquan McMillan? What are you going to do with Riley Moss? Where are you going to put Jahdae Barron if you keep Riley Moss and Jaquan McMillan? You can't add a fourth, right? There'd be a fourth guy to the mix because we know Pat Surtain has that side of the ball. So, like, we know that he's just saying it just to say it. We don't believe that, Z, do you?
I think that, well, not really.
Not really.
That would be, here's the reason I say that. I do believe the Broncos are in a unique position where they literally could just draft the best player that is left on the board. And that's not to say that there's not certain positions that are a little bit more pressing than others, right? But in general, when you look at the roster, and we went over this earlier in the week, there is not a lot of gaping holes. Now, there's room for improvement at running back, room for improvement at tight end, for sure, room for improvement at inside linebacker.
Always need the depth. You need more depth.
But I would say that the roster is in such a position where the Broncos could do, now I don't think they're going to draft a DB, but I think they could do something that Broncos country isn't necessarily in love with. And I think that a lot of the commentary that I have heard surrounding their second-round pick revolves around some sexy positions, and I just like running back, like tight end. And,
thanks for calling the running back sexy, man. We're bringing sexy back.
Well, you guys have brought it back.
Yes, we have.
And, but I mean, in like non-fantasy football players. And we talked about Caleb Banks, the defensive tackle from Florida earlier in the week.
6'6", 327. He's just a big, big boy.
Yeah, he is. And I don't think that would get Broncos country excited, but it might just be the best thing to do. And I'll continue to at least advocate, not die on the hill, but like you're not too far off from some pressing decisions on the offensive line. And that if you're, I just continue to think about it big picture wise. If you're not picking in the top 10 where like the Penei Sewells go, and you don't plan on picking in the top 10 for years and years to come, you might have to look at a developmental guy on the offensive line in terms of a succession plan for someone like Garrett Bowles or Mike McGlinchey, who's now, once again, no guaranteed money left on his contract.
Now, you're saying for the second-round draft pick or just in general?
Second-round pick specifically.
See, I'm not sold on getting an offensive lineman in the second round. Now, I love my offensive lineman. Don't get me wrong. I really do. But I'm looking for, if we're going to go linemen or the trenches, the defensive tackle, I'm okay with. Because of John Franklin Myers being out of the mix anymore and you need to replace him, and you can get a young cat that can sit behind Zach Allen and he's on a rookie deal and he can develop that way. I think that George does a hell of a job of evaluating talent, and you can maybe get that lineman that you're looking for, like a Palczewski that you developed in the fourth round with the Saints pick that you picked up, right? Like, I think there's other ways you can get that offensive lineman and use that second-round draft pick to a guy that probably will end up playing this year, Z. And the reason why I say probably will end up playing is because football's a physical sport. By week 5, people go down. In 2018, my rookie year, we started with the starting offensive line. By week 4, I want to say that Garrett Bowles was the only guy left. Center goes down, right guard goes down, right tackle goes down, and it's like, damn, everybody's dropping like flies. And so you definitely want to have the depth there. And so I look at the defense. You want to keep a strength to strength, you pick on the defensive side. Inside linebacker will be great because someone like Alex Singleton is getting older. All right, he has missed some games before. Justin Sternad has not shown us that he can be a bona fide starter in this league just yet. All right, he can play some really good football, but can you be consistent through a 17-game season? So it's like I want more of the depth pieces in those sexier positions, and I am calling that defensive tackle a sexier position because you can get sacks.
Well, we'll see what they actually do. It could be a curveball.
Could be.
It could be. It could be. A DB would definitely be a curveball.
Yeah, that would be like, boo! Everybody would start booing.
Well, I
like,
mean,
what are we doing?
The Jahdae Barron thing is still. I mean. Well, it's still aging. Let's start there. I mean, he's 1 year into his career, but
he's still sitting there.
Your first-round pick played 5 snaps in the AFC Championship game. That's unusual.
It was 5?
5 snaps. That's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this was the guy that, like,
crystal.
Right.
That's what Sean said. He's like, they're not going to pass on a crystal for a blender.
Right. We'll see what they do. On the RamosLaw.com text line 303-713-1043, what's more likely, that they move up in the second round or move back? I would say, from my vantage point right now, I think it's a lot more likely that they move up and not back, because you move back for more picks. You already have a bunch of picks.
So when they move up, are you talking about moving out of the second round back into the first, or maybe just like a step closer in the second round? Because George has said something like they could move up but still be kind of in the second round.
Yeah, because you're picking at the end of the second round.
Yeah.
And so it's 10 picks to have.
They do
10 picks.
Mr. Was it the last pick of the draft?
Mr. Irrelevant.
Yep. They got him as well.
They have the last 2 picks, I want to say. I think they go back to back, I want to say.
Back to back.
So, like, you have so many picks. Do I think that 10 rookies are going to make the football team? No, I don't. So trading back is only going to get you more picks. More picks equals more players. That's more likelihood that just more rookies don't make the team.
You don't need that many players.
No. So I think from my vantage point right now, to that texter's question, I think it's like 3 times more likely that they move up into the second round, maybe in the middle of the second round, maybe near the top, 4th of the second round, like something like that. And go for a more impactful player, shed some picks to get there, because all these guys aren't going to make this football team. The roster's in too good of a spot.
And I wonder, and I'm just throwing it out there, I wonder if the Denver Broncos would make a splash during the draft and trade a couple of their draft picks for a more proven player, because they're in a window where it's Super Bowl or bust type of a year. So when you do something like that, or when you feel that pressure, you go for vets. You go for somebody else out there that you can plug and play. And the guy that comes to my mind is a guy like Alvin Kamara. And we've talked about it, and it's like, look, he has a big-time contract, but the Saints could eat that money, get some draft capital because they're rebuilding. All right, the Broncos could get a guy like Alvin Kamara that knows the system, that's only going to play his part, and you pair with JK, you pair with RJ, and you're better in that position.
I thought you didn't want to make a move like that because it was going to hurt JK's feelings.
No, that's JK. I don't care about JK's feelings. I don't care about J. Now, they might. George and Sean might.
They shouldn't.
I mean, I was with you. Although you were the one banging the table for Breece Hall.
I was.
Oh, look at you.
I definitely was.
The back is so red from patting it so much.
No, you just brought it up now. But yes.
You know JK can't stay healthy, and so why are we gonna sit here and
you have to
hope?
You have to fortify that position.
You have to, and I guess you can go. Yes, you can go and get a running back in the draft if you truly like that running back.
Yeah,
and hell, you can still do that, but you can also go get another vet that knows the plays. All right, that you feel comfortable with, that you feel safe with.
What would you rather do? Go the Alvin Kamara route,
yes,
or have a running back picked in the second round?
I'm going with the Alvin Kamara route because I know what I'm getting out of him. I know he's not the explosive running back that we're used to seeing, but we don't need that. All right, we need a guy that can move the chains for us. We need a guy that can catch out of the backfield. We need a guy like that that's been in big-time games, big-time moments. all right, as long as JK can stay healthy, he will get those big time runs. You will be able to move those chains. And imagine J.K. Dobbins, Alvin Kamara, and R.J. Harvey in that backfield. Woo-wee!
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Combine all three of them together, you got a Phillip Lindsay.
No. I say go get a rookie.
Yeah,
go get a rookie.
Get the fresh legs if you want.
And that's what, like, you're gonna have to give something up. So you're trading for a running back. You're giving up an asset, and the guy coming back is in his 30s who averaged.
You trade your 4th round draft pick, which the Saints gave you anyway.
If we're doing a deal with the Saints, it's to get Devon Vele back.
Oh, here you go. Give Vele back. There's no room for Vele. There's no room for an aging receiver.
You're going for 31-year-old Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara, he's good. He went back to the Wayback Machine. He's all right.
3.6 yards per carry last year.
He was banged up.
Not great.
He's trying to get out of there.
He did say, "Come get me."
He did.
He did
talk to Sean about that.
He told Sean Payton, "Come get me."
And he works out here in Colorado.
Is that right?
Yeah, all of last year at least, he was down in Boulder, Coach Prime, and he was working out just at the facility.
Up in Boulder.
Roommates up in Boulder.
This is your state. Boulder's up north.
I'm just like, hey, look. I'm used to being in Boulder.
Oh, my gosh. Can't make it up. This is KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. We are coming with it, and we are coming for it. It's Zach By and Phillip Lindsay, and we are The Drive, powered by Regen RX.
Woo! Let's get it.
All right, man. We are less than 24 hours away from the best rivalry of this era of Nuggets basketball getting reset. All right, and we do have the injury report.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Coming out in real time.
Give it to us.
Spencer Jones listed as questionable with his right hamstring strain.
Okay.
Peyton Watson listed as out.
So, Z, you've been on it.
This should not be a surprise. I forget what day. What was it? Wednesday, I think.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. I told you I had talked to someone inside the organization, and they said, do not get your hopes up about Peyton Watson in game number 1, and you might not want to get your hopes up for game 2.
Well, Z, at this point, do you think we're going to see Peyton Watson at all this series?
If I were to guess, and at that point it's just a guess.
Yeah, it's a guess.
Okay. I would say no.
So it's that bad?
Well, let's take a look at the circumstance. He pulled his hamstring. He was out longer than he was initially scheduled to be because there was a setback. So that means a secondary pull.
Yep.
So he was out, what was he out, gone 6 weeks?
He was.
It was a long time. He comes back, plays a handful of games, and then pulls it again. That's 3 pulls in like a 4-month period, 3-month period. I don't know exactly what it is, but in a compressed period of time. And
well, they tried to get away with it. We're not saying it was a pull, though. It tightened up on him. That was what they said. It tightened up on him. So, like, in my head, and I should have known better because I've been in these situations where they lie. They lie about everything so that doesn't, trigger all the fans that, oh, here we go, he's hurt prone or something like that. But I thought it tightened up on him. He caught it before he pulled it again. That was my take. Silly me.
I mean, well, watching it play out, it probably was a pull. It probably was a pull in the exact same spot. We know it's the right hamstring, but there's different components of it. And my guess is it's the exact same spot. It's 3 pulls within a 3-month period of time. Is he in a contract year?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
So he wants to make that money.
And I know he wants to come back and play for the team, but if you're his agent, it's like, dude, the one thing that can happen is you can't come back and pull that thing for a 4th time in 4 months. So, like, you have got to be sure that you're 100%. And for as much as you want to come back, like, we don't know if you're going to be playing for the Denver Nuggets this time next year. So, and I'm not saying that's the advice he's getting, but that's the advice that I would give if I was his agent and my 3%'s on the line. So,
sure, don't play.
If you're asking me and putting me on the spot, do I think we're going to see Peyton Watson in this series? I would say no.
Well, now, like Z, then I'm going to ask you this now. How concerning is that?
It's deeply concerning. Through a championship lens, it's deeply concerning.
Let's just break it down to this series. not having Payton Watson in the mix, how does that hurt the Denver Nuggets?
Well, it's massive. It's massive. I think you can win the series without him. I don't know if you can beat a team like the Spurs 4 times without him. And because the thing that the Spurs represent, and even the Timberwolves represent, the Thunder represent for sure, is the level of athleticism that you're going up against. These are young teams that fly around. And so the Nuggets don't really have, I mean, this goes back to, goodness gracious, you're jogging my memory. This goes back to before the season ever started. You said, if there was a reason to be concerned about the Nuggets, do you remember this conversation? You said, if there was a reason to be concerned about the Nuggets, what would it be?
What would be the reason why you're concerned about the Nuggets before the season even starts?
Yeah, I said they're lacking athleticism.
Bingo.
And the team is aging. And the neighbors around you in the Western Conference, they're young and they're starving. And the Nuggets are not that young team that they were just 3 or 4 years ago. But Payton Watson, he raises the ceiling of the team in a way that Michael Porter Jr. once did. That if MPJ was playing well, then it's like, holy smokes, that on top of Jokic and Jamal and AG. I think Watson represents that for this iteration of the Nuggets. And I mean, defensively, he's massive. I think he's your best. If everyone's healthy at the same time, present day right now, I think it's him and Aaron Gordon are your best on-ball defenders. Yeah. Hit him from 3 and what he was able to really do this year from the corners and stretching the floor. And then it's the shot creation other than Jamal and Jokic. And AG from time to time can, but on a regular basis, the shot creation, that was different. And I remember David Adelman talking about this. This is probably 2 months ago now or whatever it was. He said, we get the ball into the paint through passing and cutting. He said, so it's been a really refreshing dynamic that Payton Watson, he can create his own shot. He can get to the rim on his own.
Well, they even had plays for him.
They did.
That you were discussing. We were discussing about where there was plays specifically for Payton Watson to get opportunities to shoot the 3 ball
and to get downhill.
Yeah. Exactly. And so now you lose that on top of a great defensive player and a spark player. I think people tend to forget and they don't take this serious enough. When Payton Watson gets on fire, all right, he starts to generate a bunch of energy, which now picks everybody up. So he would be great coming off the bench when you need that guy to have that pick-me-up energy where you just go out there, you have that dunk, you have those 3-point shots because you're creating your own, you're scoring, right? You're creating your own shot. Those are the things that Payton Watson has done this year at a high level, and now he may not be a part of this series. It sucks, and he's a guy that would close out games for you.
Sure.
If someone like CB doesn't do what he's supposed to do.
That's right.
So now who do you turn to close out a game if you don't trust CB? Because, I'm going to be honest with you, and maybe I'm the only one. I don't trust Christian Brown right now. And I don't know if it's because of the injury and him coming back. And I know he's gotten better over the games. But also when you look at the games that were played, the 12 games that they won in a row, they were against some bad teams and a couple two playoff teams.
Yeah.
But Christian Brown, you can't respect him from the 3-point shot. So they're going to sag off him. How can you trust that when he's shooting?
Well, he's got to earn it. He's got to earn it. It's got to be the Spurs game where he went 5 for 11, career high attempts.
You've only saw that or seen that once.
Right, but it's going to be shooting practice. I'm telling you, tomorrow at Ball Arena at 1:30, probably 1:40, it's going to be shooting practice. He's got to take them. The recipe is to not take them, right? You have to take the threes, and you've got to make some. And if you don't, and this will probably be a game-by-game basis, because I do not believe that someone who shoots in the low 30% variety is going to be 40% night to night. So who closes games when that dynamic exists, when he's not making shots? And so we don't know. And if you're just joining us, by the way, Spencer Jones questionable.
Yep.
For tomorrow. Payton Watson ruled out. But my fear is that, just being honest, is that eventually at some point during the postseason, he's going to get cleared. And then you're going to be trying to reintegrate someone on the fly in the most intense period of the season. And you remember when he came back in the regular season, he came back and he played well right away.
He did. It was damn, he never left.
Yep. And then the games kept going. And it was a game against Utah where he goes 2 for 10 for 7 points. And then there's a game against Golden State, and he's 3 for 11. And then the next game again, once again at Utah, and he scores 6 and pulls his hamstring again.
Yeah.
So reintegrating someone in the playoffs when they're having to, one, physically get back to 100% and getting the conditioning and intensity and all that, but also the rhythm. Basketball is a game of flow and rhythm and connectivity, and when you remove someone from that environment and then you thrust them back in against a team like Minnesota with the series on the line, or even San Antonio in a couple weeks, should you move past Minnesota, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm not trying to fearmonger here. I'm just pointing out natural dynamics that exist here.
I mean, Peyton Watson's a big reason why we're where we are.
Totally.
Right? Because of what he has done, what he has looked like throughout the season.
It's 15 points and 5 rebounds a night, 2 assists.
He's going to be a big addition in a big part of the playoff run, and he still will when he comes back. Now, on the other side of this, questionable with Spencer Jones. Mr. Jones usually means that he's going to play. Maybe he plays game 1. He'll for sure play game 2. But let's say Spencer Jones is out there. That's great because now you get another big body length athletic guy who's young that can play some defense, be a little bit more physical, and also bring some points when you ask him to. So him coming off the bench is going to at least help out a little bit. You would think, Z. You would think.
Well, man, the depth is going to be tested, and it would be huge to get Spencer Jones back for the start of this series. And we know he's questionable. We'll see what warm-ups look like tomorrow. That's probably what it will come down to, is like, what do you look like and feel like 90 minutes before the game starts? And I'll be down there. I'll get some video of Spencer Jones. I'll put it on my social media. Make sure you're following me. Just type in Zach By in Instagram. That's where I'm going to share most of that stuff.
You know what I want you to do?
Yeah.
Since you're going to be there, and you're going to look at CB, kind of his routine and stuff like that. I just want you to like text me just so we have it. Like what you feel like, what type of game he's going to have.
CB?
Yeah, Christian Brown, just
okay.
off of his shooting, because you said, like, you know, he's going to go out there, he's going to shoot,
yeah,
they're going to sag him. So I just want to know, like, how does his routine look? How does he look? Is he making everything? And then let me know, because I just want to write it down, man.
All right. I'll let you know when that does come to pass. Who do you think, between the Nuggets and Avs, and we're going to be joined by Jim Fox, who is the color analyst for the Kings for TV. He's going to join us in about 5 minutes. But between the Nuggets and the Avs, the person under the single most pressure for me is Jared Bednar.
Bedsy.
You are the team that is expected to go do this. But you're also the team that hasn't gotten out of the second round in 7 of the last 8 years. If this happens and it's 8 of 9, Bednar will probably be shown the door. And I love Jared Bednar. He is truly, like, I just think so highly of him, the way he handles himself. He's so classy.
He's likable.
And he's also so measured. Like some of these coaches, they're so emotional. And there's room for that too. But Bedsy has just been, he's the man. But at a certain point, even through someone who's an admirer of his and a fan of his, like, if they can't get it done this year, he may be shown the door. I don't think that's the case with David Adelman. And the Nuggets standing within the NBA right now is not what the Avalanche standing within the NHL is. I mean, this is the greatest team that the Avs have ever had statistically right now.
Hands down.
The President's Trophy winner, the most points in any regular season, the most road games won in any regular season. You have a favorite to win the Hart Trophy. You have the best two-way defenseman in the sport.
You're just deeper when it comes to the lines. I mean, you have 2 goalies. Like, everything's right there.
They get the Jennings last night by a mile. Wedgwood and Blackwood get that honor, the William Jennings trophy. And so, like, there's nowhere to turn, like, in terms of, like, a reasoning why you're healthy. The pressure on Bednar to get this done, I already know he knows this to be true much more than someone like I do. Yeah.
Oh, no doubt, Z. I think I'm going to go on the other side, though. David Adelman's under a lot of pressure. And I'm not saying, like, you are right with the job part with Jared Bednar. It's real because you have everything. But when you look at David Adelman, you have the greatest player to play the game. Along with that, Jamal Murray is playing the best basketball of his life. All right, you have to find a way to get that man a second championship. And I know it's not just David Adelman, but he's going to have to be a big part of this. What did you say that the Nuggets are going to have to be, and even the Avs are going to have to be throughout these series?
What's required is greatness.
Greatness. And you're not just talking about the players. You're talking about the coaching staff as well. You're talking about David Adelman. What do you do in these big-time moments? All right, do you freeze up? Or your inbound plays, the timeouts, the challenges? Everything matters. The rotations. All right, getting people in at the right times. What do you do when it matters the most? I think David Adelman's under a lot of pressure with that. And on top of it is, if they don't win this year, when will they?
Right.
The Spurs are getting better.
Right.
All right, OKC's not going anywhere. They're only going to get stronger. They're going to get a lottery pick almost.
They're going to have a lottery pick.
So they're going to have a lottery pick. So, like, they're going to continue to stack up on the elite talent that they already have. So, for David Adelman, it's like the time is now. You have the starting five. All right, they're healthy. Cam Johnson is coming around. CB is back in the mix. He's playing better. AG is playing better, and he looks healthier. Jamal, Jokic, you got to go and do it. And David Adelman, you're new to this when it comes to just being the head coach. First year, just truly being the head coach, and then going into the postseason. There's a lot on that man's plate. There's a lot of pressure put on him.
If you were to question I just thought of right now, if you were to wave a wand over one of these Denver Nuggets.
Uh-oh. The wand's
I
back.
brought my wand with me. Gotta keep that thing on me.
I feel you.
Keep that wand on me.
How'd you get it through the doors?
If you could wave the wand over one Denver Nugget, okay, that they would stay healthy for the postseason, would you wave the wand over Aaron Gordon and Peyton Watson stays in his current status where we may not see him at all in the postseason? Or would you wave it over P-Watt that he's 100% healthy and it's Aaron Gordon, he stays in the state that he's at, which he's healthy right now?
Yes.
What do? Do you wave it over P-Watt? Miraculously, he's 100% and ready to go, and you're rolling the dice with AG, who's currently healthy as well.
Yeah, but you still have to hold your breath with AG.
Correct.
Let's be real.
Or do you wave that wand over AG and keep him 100% healthy, but Peyton Watson stays in the position that he's in right now?
See, what have we been saying this whole time? I love me some P-Watt. I really do. But you're not winning a championship without Aaron Gordon. And I think, and you actually put me in my place when you put me on the spot and said,
which time was this?
This is the only time Z has been right. When you asked, like, did you not watch AG defend Wemby? And I'm like, damn, you're right. You don't win the game without AG defending Wemby, and also AG getting the rebound, putting it back up,
that's right.
Getting into overtime.
That's right.
Aaron Gordon's the guy. You gotta have him healthy, man. If you don't have AG, none of this is possible. He's that glue guy, Z. So give me that damn magic wand, wave it over AG, and let's go win a championship.
I think my answer is the exact same.
There we go.
All right, we'll put the wand away for now.
Put it away.
Jim Fox is with us. All right, he is the color analyst for the Los Angeles Kings on TV. Jim, thank you so much for carving out some time for us here in the Mile High City. I guess I just want to give you a blank canvas because we're in the trenches with the Avalanche. We're not hyper-focused on the Kings like you are. So how would you just bring our audience up to speed and summarize the season for the Kings that brought them to this point?
Well, the season was a great finish and then very difficult to understand for the first 75% of the season. A team that had to fire a coach, a team that came in with higher expectations. Unfortunately, at the Olympic break, Kevin Fiala, one of the top forwards, was injured and will not be available for the series, so that really hurt. When they made the coaching change, a complete 180-degree turnaround as far as atmosphere, approach. The Kings used to be all about defense. Now they still like to play solid defense, but they like to attack every once in a while too. So, yeah, big turnaround. It needed to happen. It did happen. The Kings were really good the last 10 games, and that's the reason they got in. But unfortunately, they faced the bad guys, the Avs.
Yeah, Jim, they definitely do face the big bad wolf, the Colorado Avalanche, but they still have to go out there and they have to try to win. How do you think the LA Kings could pull off this major upset if they were able to do it?
Well, you can't. There's say 10 categories, goaltending, special teams, offensive zone, defense, all those categories. The Kings don't have to win them. They just have to kind of stay close in a few of the categories. And that's something that's going to be very difficult because the Avalanche were dominating in a lot of different categories, especially the offensive ones, which led to dominant defensive performance because when you have the puck all night, the other team's not going to score. So that's the approach of the Avalanche. It's fast, it's exciting, it's attack. Interesting to me, right at the top of the league in attack and rush chances, but still at the top of the league in cycle chances, which is more of a grind game. So they have the speed, they have the grind. So again, the Kings have to kind of just stay around in those areas. First thing that comes to mind is the Kings goaltender must steal at least 2 games. Meaning, you're going to get outshot 40-22, almost double. Possession time, double, triple, and find a way to win the game. They have to do that. I think another area, don't talk a lot about it, but face-offs. If the Kings could just, in that area, they would have to really have a big advantage because, again, the Avalanche are so good in possession. Well, the way you get possession is by winning face-offs. If the Kings could win 70% in one game, something like that, that gives them a chance. And then the Kings, they found a way to score more at the end of the season. That will have to continue without getting into a track meet because no one wants to get into a track meet with the Avalanche. But that's the way it can happen. Guys, way back in the early 80s, I played in the series. I was playing for the Kings against the Edmonton Oilers. I think the Oilers finished 54 points ahead of us in the regular season, and we won the series. Wow. So it can be done. The Kings are the biggest underdog in the first round here in the NHL playoffs. But, there's ways, but it would start with stealing games from the goaltending standpoint because the Avalanche are going to get their chances.
Yeah, and I just want to continue with that. We're chatting with Jim Fox, who is the color analyst on television for these Kings that we're going to see starting on Sunday. You mentioned, the goaltenders, and there's a couple, and one of them is former, Avs goaltender Darcy Kemper along with Anton Forsberg. What is the dynamic there? What should we expect?
Well, one of the reasons for the turnaround for the Kings at the end was Anton Forsberg made his way to be the number one guy. Going back just before, maybe just on the New Year, Darcy was in a game in Dallas, and he was hit by a guy you're familiar with, Mikko Rantanen. And, he missed some time. You can only speculate what it was, but he did never, ever seem to regain his form after that. And I'm talking early January. So, and then Forsberg came on at the end of the year. So I would say Forsberg's the guy to start the series. I think of 16 teams. I think the other day I was listening to a talk show, and 9 of the teams really don't have a clear number one, which includes the Avalanche. But, they have the Jennings Trophy winners, best goals against, best, tops of the league. So it's not that it's an issue. It's just they don't have a number one guy. That's probably where the Kings are right now. But Forsberg, because of the way he played at the end, he would be the number one guy to start.
Hey, Jim, and we're chatting with Jim Fox, Kings television color analyst. An X factor for the Kings, in addition to the goaltenders, and because that part of this is understood, if there's one player that we should look out for that could swing a series one way or the other, who would you isolate?
Well, I'll give you 2. It's going to be Quentin Byfield up front, who had a great end to the season, former second overall pick, so 6'5", 225, great skill, fast, foot speed like no one else his size. He has been used in the past to shadow Connor McDavid in playoff series or in regular season games. So at the end of this regular season, he found a way to be productive offensively to a point where he really never has before. Extreme skill. I mean, this kid has skill. It's just a matter of finding a way to get it to come out consistently. So he would be the number one guy I would point to because he can produce offensively, but he can also be used as a shutdown guy. So he can skate with McKinnon. I know that's hard to say, but he can. Now, McKinnon is more powerful probably, but as far as top-end speed or quickness, Quentin Byfield is right there. So he can do that. It's just a matter of can he do both at the same time. That's what will be needed. And then back on the blue line, a young defenseman, Brandt Clark. He's been with the Kings a couple years, but he really didn't play in the playoffs last year. He's the guy. He's not Cale Makar by any means, but he's the guy that can hang on to the puck. He can make some moves. And again, if you're going to even out, again, the Kings don't have to win that possession time category, but if they can just kind of stay around, Brandt Clarke would be one of those guys as a defenseman. He can carry it up the ice. He can join the play. He can lead the attack. So there's a lot of things he can do possessing the puck, and those two guys I think would be keys.
Man, that's really good stuff there from Jim Fox. We appreciate your time, Jim, so much. Enjoy the series and enjoy Denver if you're going to come here as well.
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow, guys. And I hear our Dodgers are in town. But is the snow off the field yet?
No. We got about 2 inches today, so we'll see what it looks like. It's going to be in the 50s tomorrow.
We need the snow to stay on the field, too.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that series goes. But we appreciate your time, my man.
All right, maybe we can move the hockey to Coors Field, and that would help us out, maybe.
Maybe so. There's Jim Fox.
Thanks, guys.
Yep, the one and the only Kings color analyst for television. And, he points something out. There's a lot of newness.
Yeah.
From the coach to the goaltender, and with newness and paired with results down the very home stretch also comes belief. And he's pointing to Quentin Byfield and Brandt Clarke. Both of those guys are 23 years old. They may not know what they don't know.
Good experience for them. Getting that ass kicked.
Well, hopefully that's the case. But belief is a tricky thing.
It is.
When you have someone new in charge and someone new in the net, it can be a tricky thing. It also could be 6-2 in game number 1. So we'll see.
We're fixing to find out.
We are fixing to find out. All right. Shifting gears here. If you want to react to that conversation in any way, you can hit us up on the RamosLaw.com text line 303-713-1043. I do want to talk about X factors for us here in Colorado, for the Nuggets and the Avs, and we'll do that next.
Get ready, Broncos country. This is the event you've been waiting for. Join Peyton Manning, Emmanuel Sanders, Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware, Aqib Talib, TJ Ward, and Coach Gary Kubiak as they reunite to relive their legendary Super Bowl 50 run. It's Night of Champions, a live, unforgettable show packed with stories, memories, and a behind-the-scenes look at one of the greatest seasons in NFL history. And Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan wants you to be there. Enter now for your chance to win a 4-pack of tickets at DenverSports.com/champions. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime night with the heroes of Super Bowl 50.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here. Are you considering GLP-1 injections for weight loss? Before you start, ask yourself this. Are you prepared to spend $3,000 to $5,000 per year and stay on the medication long-term to maintain the results? Many prescription weight loss injections require weekly shots, and when the medication is stopped, weight regain is common. And here's something most people don't realize. Research shows a significant portion of weight loss can come from muscle, which may slow your metabolism and make keeping weight off even harder. At Colorado Fat Loss, they take a different approach. Their doctor-developed program helps men and women lose 20 to 40 pounds in just 60 days safely and naturally. No injections, no synthetic hormones, no long-term dependence. Instead, they use real food to reset your metabolism, control hunger and cravings naturally, and help your body burn fat, not muscle. Right now, you can schedule a free phone consultation to see if the program is right for you. Go to ColoradoFatLoss.com. That's ColoradoFatLoss.com.
Results may vary.
I've never put much stock in astrology, but with the new multiplier scratch, the stars are aligned for some pretty big prizes. Because no matter your moon sign or what Mercury's up to, your win can get multiplied up to 200 times, with prizes up to $1 million, which could steer your life into a very interesting new phase. New multiplier scratch from the Colorado Lottery. Multiply your win up to 200 times. Must be 18 to play.
2026 is shaping up to be an amazing year to buy a home in Colorado. If you've been dreaming about getting into your first place, upgrading for more space, or downsizing for a simpler lifestyle, now is a smart time to start planning. And the first step is easy. get pre-approved. With American Financing, you can get it done in 24 hours or less, so you'll know exactly what you can afford before you start shopping. Rates have been dropping, home prices are steady, and more homes are hitting the market. You could score the right home at the right price and lock in a monthly payment that fits your budget without stretching yourself thin. And unlike renting, every payment you make goes toward your future, not your landlord's. And here's a misconception we love to bust. You do not need 20% down. Many buyers purchase with as little as 3% down. So if homeownership is on your 2026 goals list, let's make it happen. Call American Financing, Colorado's home for home loans, at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or visit them online at AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Smart homeowners know that proper maintenance of their home's AC can save a bundle in the long run. Trust our comfort specialists at 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning to keep your AC running strong. A proactive tune-up can actually help your AC run more efficiently and save you money on your electric bill. Call 855-1-HOUR or visit onehourair.com. We won't leave you waiting. Sing it with me.
Always on time, or you don't pay on time. Always on time, or you don't pay on time.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in their respective state or county.
Hey, it's Phillip Lindsay here. During my football career, I've seen every kind of medical tech there is. I finally stopped ignoring my joint pain, and I want to tell you guys about RegenRx. They have a blueprint to recovery that is next level. From stem cells to shockwave therapy, it's non-surgical and there's no downtime. Don't just settle for average results with outdated equipment. Go to a clinic that's leading the way. RegenRx offers free consultations, so you need to give them a call today at 303-630-9770 today, or visit regenrx.co and let them know that Phillip Lindsay sent you. Take back control of your life.
The biggest savings of the year from the oldest family-owned Toyota dealership in the Denver Metro, Groove Toyota. Limited time. During the over and above sales event, 53 pre-owned vehicles under $15,000. Visit GrooveToyota.com to see the selection. Don't wait. Find your groove with pre-owned vehicles under $15,000 at GrooveToyota.com. Start here. Go anywhere.
Offer expires 5/4/26. Not all will qualify. Restrictions apply. With approved credit, call 720-961-4465 for complete details.
We're hiring at Don's Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at donsgaragedoors.com.
Mark Schlereth here. The Tanner Gun Show is this weekend in Aurora at the Arapahoe County Fairgrounds. Gear up, for gun laws are going to change August 1st. Explore a wide range of firearms, accessories, knives, tactical gear, and ammunition. Tickets at the door or online at tannergunshow.com.
At Belco Credit Union, we want to make your dream renovation a reality. Maybe that means a modern kitchen upgrade or a luxurious new bathroom. With Belco's Home Equity Choice line, you can get easy access to funds with the freedom and convenience of a home equity line of credit, plus the security and stability of a home equity loan. Plus, Belco is also offering low rates for qualified borrowers. Learn more at belco.org/choiceline. Belco is an equal opportunity housing lender. Belco, banking for everyone.
Cecil Lammy here for Window Nation. Spring is a great time to open your windows and wait a second, what? Windows won't open? They leak? They're cracked? They need repainting? Again? Getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation is easy and affordable. During the More You Buy, the More You Save sale, you could save up to 50% off. Plus, you could get them with 0 interest for 5 years. During uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. So visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
It's The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
Super fun. My Charlotte Hornets.
Your Charlotte Hornets. You couldn't wait to break them down. You couldn't wait, see? It was just like a random show. You're like...
It's like in November.
You're getting down to the nitty-gritty with them.
They are a really fun team to watch.
They really are. Watching them now, LaMelo Ball and what he's doing, and they take those shots, see? They shoot.
They push the pace. The kid Brandon Miller from Alabama, Con Knippel, who will either win Rookie of the Year, finished runner-up.
He's started to kind of come back down to earth a little bit.
Oh, yeah. This past month, he has really regressed. But even so, he set the all-time three-point mark for a rookie with like 20 games left in the season. Like you could, like, if this was like a hot take Tuesday, and how hot is it? You can debate, but like you can say, I think Con Knippel's going to be the greatest shooter in NBA history, and you don't sound crazy. I mean, he shattered Steph Curry's rookie record, and he's 6'6". He takes like 12 threes a game. I mean, fourth overall pick from Duke. All right, so let's talk about X factors here. X factors. Now, just to reset, X factor. All right. Not talking about like a franchise player. Talking about a guy who can swing a series one game or another. Not necessarily like a frontline player. Because, like, you don't want your frontline players to be X factors that you don't know what you're going to get and swing a series. Like, you want those guys, you know what you're going to get, and they're consistent. And I remember doing this job with you this time last year saying, unfortunately, Jamal Murray kind of qualifies as an X factor. And that shouldn't be the case, and that's not the case right now. So let's start with the Nuggets. Who for you qualifies as an X factor for the series?
Maybe we're gonna have this same guy, and I love this dude. He's a pro's pro, and I think that he's gonna have a hell of a series, and he's gonna have to come up big for us, and he may even have to close out some games if Christian Brown can't get his act together. And I'm talking about Tim Hardaway Jr. All right, the reason for that is shooters shoot. And the Nuggets have the number one offense. They want to get up and down the court. They're going to take three-point shots. But also there's going to be times where you need somebody that can weather the storm or that can increase the lead for you. Tim Hardaway Jr. is that guy. He also has the presence, that vet presence that you're looking for, the experience. He's been there. He's done that. Now, he hasn't won one, and I think he's hungry for it. But he's a guy that you can count on that has ice in his veins. He's not a me player. He knows what he has to do, and that's all he's going to do. And so you need somebody like that to step up in some big-time moments. You may end up needing him to close out a game or two. I'm going to go with Tim Hardaway Jr., Z.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you too much pushback on that. He definitely qualifies as an X factor. On the nights that he's got it going, man, it's like – The Nuggets offense is the best in the NBA, and he's a big part of why. No one that comes off the bench was within 60 3-pointers of Tim Hardaway Jr. this year in terms of a non-starter. The guy's been just great. Played in 80 games, 13.5 points a game. He's been even because I was super bullish on Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, you were from the start.
I remember saying in the postseason, this town is going to fall in love with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's been like I couldn't have seen this coming. He made the second most threes in the history of the organization this year. That's insane. I'll go a different route. I'm going to go Bruce Brown.
Brucey B.
Bruce Brown, really slow start to the season, but in the last 2 months has been close to the version, not the same because he's not the same player and athlete that he was 3 years ago. But, man, he's been about 85% of what he was in 2023. And for the final month of the season, he averaged double figures. He represents a toughness, a you will not tread on me attitude that someone like Russell Westbrook had. Actually, him and Russ are very similar, where I don't know if I've ever seen either guy score a point and not let someone know about it. Like, so when Bruce Brown, because in Minnesota is unique in that they represent a toughness of their own and a blue-collar nature and a physicality. And someone like Bruce's personality, I think, is tailor-made for this series.
And it's contagious, too. Like, once he gets going, everybody around him wants to get going. Like, he can get people going. It's the energy that he has that helps people out.
And I'm convinced in my own mind's eye, and there'll never be a way of proving it, but if Bruce Brown was with the team in 2024, the Nuggets don't blow a 20-point lead at home. You have more resources. Their bench was so depleted at the time. Michael Malone was just playing these guys 45 minutes, and they didn't have anything left in the tank. If Bruce Brown had been there, I think that game goes differently. He is back with the team. He's had a really good 2-month stretch. I think he's going to win a game for Denver. Now, obviously not single-handedly, but without his presence, you otherwise wouldn't win. I believe we're in store for one of those with Bruce Brown, so he will be my X factor for this first round.
Brucey B, I love it, man. How could you not like a guy like that coming off your bench, giving you that the points, the defense that you need, bringing that energy? I love it.
the Avalanche. Who is an Avalanche X factor? Someone who is not relied upon as some franchise player.
All right.
He's a depth piece, but he could swing swing a game, which obviously could swing a series. I'm between two guys right now.
I am too.
I'm gonna write down their. I'm gonna write down their initials.
Piece, I'm like, damn. Do I have to go to the fourth line?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right, the guy I'm thinking of.
Just like I'll take out candidates. No
Okay.
Nate. No Kale.
Okay.
No
Netches.
No Netches.
Okay.
And then I'll just leave it at that.
All right, good. Oh, I thought you were gonna say a name.
I know-
Captain, oh captain.
I know.
Captain, my captain.
There you go.
I'm going Gabe Landeskog, Z. All right. Gabe, that is, when he plays and he's healthy, the last time he played and he was healthy, literally healthy, they won a cup. Gabe's net presence is going to help this team, especially against the Kings. All right, the physicality, all right, the power play. Gabe can play on the power play. He can help out with that. Or the rebounds, getting the rebounds, the tip-ins, the things that you need, getting the dirty goals, those greasy ones. That's Gabe for you. And he's the type of player that can turn a game and switch the momentum. And we're going to need him throughout this series. I won't be surprised if he scores a goal against the Kings, the first game of this series. And I'm going to go the X factor being Gabe Landeskog. Captain, my captain.
Well, the last time that the Avs played the Kings, Gabe had a goal and 2 assists back in early March in a 4-2 win in Los Angeles. So I like that. I'm going to go. I'm between two guys, and none of them were Gabe.
Shame on you.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I just
he's like
I hold Gabe in a little higher regard than I guess you do. So to be an X factor, I'm between Parker Kelly and Sam Malinsky.
I like it.
Both guys, one played all 82 games this year. Parker Kelly, I'm not so sure. I said this last week. I'm not so sure he's not on the best contract in Denver sports. 21 goals?
He had a great year.
What?
Great year with a capital G.
35 points? I mean,
But Malinsky, man, on that blue line.
He's been great. 8 goals, 32 assists. A 40-point season from Sam Malinsky, who really, like, his level of play allowed you, or really maybe nudged Sam Girard out the door.
Yep.
He's been great, but I'm going to go with Parker Kelly. Parker Kelly, a 21-goal season for Parker Kelly is psychotic.
We get it. You don't like defensive players. We get you.
No, obviously, I'm between
Two-way
both
players,
of them.
You don't like them.
You didn't have either of them
You
on your
don't
list.
like
You literally went with the captain for your X factor. So
you didn't list him.
I know. I hold him in higher regard than you do.
You said we're going to take Netches out of it. Nate Dogg and Kale.
It was
captain.
It was implied.
Okay.
I'll go with Parker Kelly. Yeah, he's just been great, man. The guy has been a revelation, really, for this club, and so I think he could absolutely swing a series or swing a game, and I'll take him to swing a game. I think he'll be a hero. One of these days where we're coming in here talking about an Avalanche win, I think he'll be a hero in one of them. He's been that good. All right, if you want to let us know your X Factor, you can hit us up on the RamosLaw.com text line 303-713-1043. Predictions heading into a playoff-packed weekend are coming up next.
Denver. Playoffs are coming, and the Mile High City is ready to rise. On the ice, the Burgundy and Blue are gearing up for another run at the Cup. Fast, fierce, and built for postseason battle. And on the hardwood, Jokic and his crew are locked in and hungry to retake the crown. 2 teams, 1 city, 1 mission, championship glory. Stay locked in all postseason long as Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan keeps you plugged into every goal, every dunk, every heart-pounding moment from the teams that make this city roar. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, Denver's playoff headquarters.
What's going on, guys? Phillip Lindsay here with the one and only Williams Jewelers. And I know there's at least 50 of you listening to me right now who are thinking about popping that question here soon. And if that is the case, which it should be here for yourself, then you know you need a diamond. So let me save you some time and money by telling you something as simple as this. Whether you're starting your next chapter with your perfect diamond engagement ring, or celebrating a new milestone, or finally just doing something special for yourself for once, because all of us deserve to be spoiled in our life at least one time, this is where it's all going to begin for you. Imagine the finest jewelry legends all in one store together, making you feel just like family, and their surface is going to reflect that. So come shop the finest loose diamonds in Denver. They have every size, shape, and price range you can imagine in the largest selection of engagement ring settings I've ever set eyes on. And not only are they going to share the secrets of the business with you, but they're going to give you the best price in Colorado, guaranteed. So why wouldn't you want to create moments and memories for yourself and the ones you love by going to Williams Jewelers, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche, Denver's first family of fine jewelers, located in Cherry Creek North on 3rd Avenue and also in Inglewood at Broadway and Bellevue. And don't forget to mention my name, Phillip Lindsay, when you step through one of those doors.
When the dollar's convertibility into gold ended in 1971, gold was fixed at $35 an ounce. Fast forward to today, and the U.S. dollar has lost over 85% of its purchasing power. Meanwhile, gold has increased in value by over 12,000%. Central banks are buying gold at record levels. Major firms are holding significant positions in gold. And I choose to buy gold from Birch Gold Group. It's Dan Bongino, and it all starts with education. Birch Gold just announced their Learn and Earn Precious Metals event. This free online event rewards you for learning the basics of investing in precious metals. Sign up to get free silver on your next purchase if you qualify. And you can get even larger incentives as you go. The more you learn, the more you can earn. But act now. This special event only runs through April 30th. So text my name, Dan, to the number 989898 to join Birch Gold's Learn and Earn Precious Metals event by April 30th. Text Dan to 989898 today. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. Restore your bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning hair with the same simple one-day treatment I receive from Dr. Tanya Pauls of Advanced Hair. Your own natural hair begins regrowing the very next day, and your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, including mine. For your free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts, call 720-459-HAIR, advancedhair.com.
At AutoNation, we make it easy for you to go. Right now, get 0% financing on your favorite new vehicles. You'll save thousands of dollars in interest alone. Plus, shop a wide selection of fuel-efficient vehicles available now at AutoNation. Hurry! Drive the car you want today with 0% financing. Go to your nearest AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Visit AutoNation.com for eligible vehicles. 0 APR for a limited term with approved credit. Cannot be combined with other offers. Expires end of month.
Looking to upgrade your kitchen, laundry room, or outdoor cooking area? Look no further than Mountain High Appliance. I'm Brad Barnett, president of Mountain High Appliance. We have hundreds of appliances hooked up live for a true try-before-you-buy experience, plus professional delivery and installation. Our price match guarantee ensures you receive the best deal, and special financing options make your purchase affordable. When it's time for new appliances, think Mountain High Appliance.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
The R&B Tour, starring Usher Raymond and Chris Brown, live in Denver, uniting two of R&B's defining hitmakers, Chris Brown and Usher Raymond. Two legendary artists, one stage, Empower Field at Mile High, Friday, June 26th. Pre-sale for City Card members begins Tuesday, April 21st at 12 p.m. at livenation.com.
Looking for a way for your hard-earned money to work hard for you? Open a 13-month CD at 3.75% APY from Ent Credit Union, soon to be Wings Credit Union. With a minimum deposit of only $500, a 13-month term, and a guaranteed annual percentage yield of 3.75%, your future self will thank you. But hurry, this special rate is only for a limited time. Get started today at ent.com/CD special. Rate accurate as of March 1st, 2026 and subject to change without notice. Insured by NCUA.
Since 1994, Denver businesses have trusted Pike Janitorial for reliable, professionally supervised commercial cleaning. Offices, medical facilities, commercial buildings. They handle it all with consistent oversight and high standards. You shouldn't have to check on someone else's work. And yes, they'll beat your current cleaner's price by 10%, guaranteed. Call 303-306-0290 for a free quote. Pike Janitorial. Clean you can count on.
Listen up, Denver. This hour's keyword is stick. S-T-I-C-K. Text stick to 303-713-1043 right now, and you could win a $50 Dick's Sporting Goods gift card and qualify for the $1,000 grand prize. That's stick to 303-713-1043.
By texting, you agree to receive an automated marketing message from DenverSports 1043 The Fan. Message and data rates may apply. For complete rules or to enter the keyword online, visit www.denversports.com/keyword.
Denver Sports 1043 The Fan presents The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
Final segment here on a Friday.
We made it.
Made it. Barely.
You look good, man. Hair looking good. You don't have the sniffles. Confident, Z.
Not like yesterday. Appreciate you guys bearing with me. Shout out John Davis filling in for me yesterday. Hey, real quick, before we give some predictions, I got to tell you guys, join us next Thursday. So in 6 days, April 23rd, starting at 2 p.m. for our draft party live from Sportsbook Bar and Grill in Parker, brought to you by Carrier, Colorado. If you've never been to Sportsbook Bar and Grill in Parker, you're going to love it. It's awesome. It all starts with the drive, 2 p.m., followed by a special roundtable with Mark Schlereth, Brandon Stokely, and Phillip Lindsay at 4 p.m., and then at 6 p.m., Cecil Lammy, John Davis, and NFL insider James Palmer will take you through every pick of the first round. That's Thursday. Next Thursday, April 23rd, at the Sportsbook Bar and Grill in Parker. Remember 2 years ago when James Palmer was hosting with us and nailed the Michael Penix pick to the Falcons in the top 10. I think it was 8th overall. And he had that, like, hey, this is going to happen.
Well, because, Kirk Cousins that just signed there, got a big-time deal like Kirk always does. He got a big-time deal now with the Raiders. So, yeah, that was surprising, man. But let's see how it goes. We don't have a first-round draft pick, so it's going to be interesting.
As of now, we'll see. Anything can happen.
Prediction time, Z.
Yes.
Predictions, man. You got the Nuggets, Avs. We talked about X factors, but before we start that, man.
Yeah.
Came up with this great idea to ask you. X factors we talked about on our side of the ball in ice.
Yeah.
But what about for, let's just say, the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Yep.
We know the Kings, they have no hope. But for the Minnesota Timberwolves, who would be your X factor for them?
You want to know what, Phil? I'm glad you asked.
I was thinking about you.
I'm going with Ayo Dosunmu.
Ayo
Dosunmu. All right, he is a newer member of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Spent most of his career in Chicago. Well, near all of it, and before he got to Minnesota. The dude can play, Phil. He can play. All right, he's 26 years old. Played his college basketball at Illinois. He's been basically living in like NBA Siberia in Chicago, which is so sad because Chicago's a top 5 market with insane history of Jordan and Phil and Pippen and all that. But they're poorly run, so no one watches. But Ayo Dosunmu is, dude, he can go. And he's playing his best basketball down the stretch of the year. And he's someone that's not really on the top of, I think, Nuggets Nation's like scouting report.
No.
But I'm telling you, man, just keep your eye on this young man. He can go. Ayo Dosunmu. Ayo Dosunmu.
There we go.
Put that in your back pocket. And hopefully it doesn't hurt the Nuggets too much. But he's capable. He's capable. Prediction time. Let's go Avs first.
You want to go Avs?
Let's go Avs
Let me see
first.
that Avs.
Give me that Avs.
Give me that Avs.
Sunday afternoon, Ball Arena. What's your prediction for the game number 1, and what's your prediction for the series?
Well, prediction is, one, I'm going to have 2 beers in my hand, enjoying life, because the Avs are going to dominate the Kings. Now, it may not look like it on the score sheet, because what the Kings are going to do is they're going to clog up the neutral zone. They're going to play really good defense at the beginning. And, honestly, with Forsberg being in between the pipes for the Kings, they've done a solid job with stopping people from scoring. They don't know how to score, and they've struggled, and they've gotten better, but they struggle, the Kings, that is. I have the Avalanche still winning the game, because I still believe that Wedgwood is going to be in between the pipes, and he's going to have a great showing if he is between the pipes. I have the Avs winning 3-0. There's a shutout.
Shutout.
It's the first game. I think the Avs are going to –
It would be back-to-back shutouts for Wedgie.
Hey, there you go, man. It just show everybody that the Avs mean business, that this is just different this year.
Yeah, and give me a prediction for the series.
Series, I think there's going to be a sweep. I truly do. I think it's going to be a sweep. I don't think the Kings have anything for the Avs. I don't think the Kings are in the right mindset. They have 22 regulation wins.
That is insane.
It is, and they try to get you in overtimes. Well, that's not going to happen here. They don't have the talent. They don't have the depth. And the goalie at some point is going to crack. So I think it's going to be a sweep.
All right, I'm going to go 5-1 on Sunday afternoon. I think the Avs absolutely roll. They dominated the Kings in the regular season. They won all 3 games and outscored them 13-5. So I'm going to go 5-1. And for the series, I also am going to go sweep. This is a professional, focused, intensely serious group, and I think they make quick work of the Kings in the first round. The Denver Nuggets.
The Denver Nuggets. Like, this is going to be a good one.
I'll go first on this one.
Yes, you can.
Game tomorrow afternoon, 1:30, Prime Video. This is going to be a bit of a dogfight of a series. I mean, there's a real rivalry, right? For all the reasons that we talked about. Tim Connolly built this team. Chris Finch was a coach under Michael Malone. Michael Norrie, his top guy, was also a Nuggets assistant coach. Bones Highland went from here, quick stop in Los Angeles, and now is there. He's an X factor, by the way. That dude. Even John Wallace spent time in, the Nuggets' current GM. David Adelman spent time in Minnesota. So there's so much connective tissue, but I just think the Nuggets are the better team. I think they have the best player in the series, the best starting five, better depth, and I think they get this done tomorrow. I'll go Nuggets 123 to 112, and the Nuggets ultimately win this series in 6 games and move on to the second round.
Ooh-wee. I'm with you on that one right there, Z. The Nuggets win in 6 games. They get to the second round. It's going to be a tough one, this first one, but Nuggets find a way to win it, and I have them winning 117-112.
All right. That'll do it for us here this afternoon, guys. Thank you for rocking with us. Enjoy the games this weekend. Hopefully we're coming back here on Monday talking about both series being up 1-0, but we'll watch it as it unfolds. Guys, enjoy the games. Have a great weekend. Be kind to one another this weekend. We step aside. It's Denver Sports Tonight coming up next.
Start the clock. The Denver Broncos traded their first-round pick, but they could surprise us all and trade their way back into day one action. Join us at the Sportsbook Bar and Grill in Parker Thursday, April 23rd for the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan Draft Party, presented by Carrier Colorado. Zach By and Phillip Lindsay will broadcast live starting at 2 p.m. Brandon Stokely and Mark Schlereth join the action at 4. Then John Davis, Cecil Lammey, and NFL insider James Palmer take you through every first-round pick. We'll see you there. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Hey, what's up, guys? Zach here for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Happy weekend to you. Oftentimes it is the weekend where you can let your hair down and leave the stress of work where it is, and you and your partner can get intimate. Guys, intimacy, it matters, all right? But when erectile dysfunction gets in the way, it can feel frustrating, embarrassing, even isolating. Guys, but the truth is, most men don't have to live with ED anymore. It's 2026, all right? And you may be surprised by, man, the right treatment can improve your love life in a way that you'll be saying, I can't believe I didn't do this sooner. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, all right, they have success rates with their treatments well over 90%. They've successfully served the Front Range for nearly a decade. They've treated tens of thousands of men just like you. Tens of thousands. All right, you're not that special. ED is actually pretty common. The initial visit is just $99. That includes a medical consult, a T and PSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. All right, if the test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit's free, so there's literally no downside. So start a conversation at 720-440-7900 or simply visit them online at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Jacob's Law, 303 Law 4040. Really proud of this case that we just settled. There was a young man very seriously injured. In fact, I had to go to the hospital and meet with him and his family. And we checked with the insurance companies while I was at the hospital, and they claimed no insurance coverage on either side. And on top of that, he had no medical insurance. So he was going to be facing about $400,000 in medical bills. And I said to the family, I said, I cannot make you any promises, but I know no other lawyer is going to touch this case because the insurance companies say they won't pay. But I want to try. Let me at least try. And I put my team at 303 Law 4040 on it, and they found $75,000 in insurance coverage that the insurance companies did not want to pay. So not only did we get them $75,000, but we also found a way to get them on Medicaid. So the $400,000 in bills was covered by medical insurance as well. We were proud. We fought for them. We'll fight just as hard for you if you ever need us. The number is 303 Law 4040. Go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need us. It's 303 Law 4040.
Brandon Stokely here from my friends at Roller Auction. Do you have items you're looking to sell? Since 1976, Roller Auction has been conducting commercial and industrial auctions for Colorado government agencies, Fortune 500 companies, small business owners, secured creditors, individuals, and more. They have a large marketplace to showcase your assets, so don't wait. Visit rollerauction.com for a free consultation and turn those items into some cold, hard cash. Again, go visit them at